once again for another live stream. I got a bunch of fresh corn here. I have corn in the containers. I have this beautiful corn on the cob. And look at that. That is a pristine cob of corn right now. It's really late in the season, so most of the corn's the corn is a bit long in the tooth. Like when I bought it from the store, it was on a half off sale. Like it was really cheap corn because half of it was completely rotten. But I managed to get a few cobs that were really, really nice. And you know, it was half off corn. I bought a bunch of it. Half of it was rotten. You get what you pay for. So, But now I have this beautiful corn for the chickens. They all absolutely love their corn. But yeah, it's the first few days of fall here now. I noticed about a couple weeks ago that, oh my goodness, all the trees are starting to go yellow. And it was a bit sad because it was beautiful and green here, and then all of a sudden it's all going yellow. Now the temperature is getting really cold as well. As you can see here, I need my turtleneck bandana and everything on again because it is getting really, really cold. Hello, Dahu, welcome back. Hello, Korean, greetings. Korean, is that how I pronounce that? But yes, hello everybody. I hope you're all having a fantastic day so far. I'm really excited actually. Like my geese just started laying recently. I think it was only like 2 weeks ago they laid the first egg. Or sorry, not my geese, my ducks. My baby ducks I got this spring just started laying again now. And it's really funny. Like I was getting a really tiny eggs, and it was my jumbo pekin, my giant white duck, who was laying these tiny little eggs. And then one of the other jumbo pekins started laying, and it was also laying tiny little eggs. And now I'm getting eggs that are basically like that big, like goose-sized eggs from one of the ducks. I don't know whether one of the jumbo pekins just started laying eggs that were like 3 or 4 times as large now, or whether it's one of the tiny ducks laying massive eggs. But one of my ducks is laying like 100-gram eggs. They're basically like twice the size of regular chicken eggs. They're massive. Hello, Junior Johnson. Hello, Rafida Rahi. Greetings. Yeah, this is my first stream in 2 weeks. I wasn't here for a little bit because I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, last week I was doing some stuff. So I try to stream on the weekends. Let me get this camera down so you can see more of the chickens. There you go. I try to stream on the weekends, but I'm not always able to stream because some weekends things happen, like events or family matters, or we go like camping and stuff. But I usually try to camp during the weekdays because if you camp during weekdays, there are a lot less people you have to worry about. You get more space to yourself, more nice quietness. Like I was camping at a golf course recently, and it's kind of funny. On the middle of the week when we were camping, basically no one there. And then as it approached the weekend, all of a sudden there were more and more people coming by. And I always thought golf courses were for like rich people, you know, like rich old people doing golf courses. I learned when I went to the golf course are for young people. They're for like college students and people working on like oil and gas and everything like that. They go out to the golf course, they drink a bunch, they party, they hang out with friends. It's basically like any other sport. Like if you've seen people who you know, watch football, people who play golf are the exact same kind of people. That was surprising, you know, that's really interesting. Hello, Tiffany Smith, greetings. Dahu, you asked, how are the peacocks? I only have one peacock right now. I had the female and the male, and the girl, she flew away and got eaten by predators, which was really, really sad. I am very thankful, though, that I still have the male, Indy. Indy is a very pretty boy. Let me, my hands are covered in corn juice. I just gotta, here, chicken, move, move, come on, move. There you go. Just gotta get the chicken out of the way so I can, you know, I got a little bit of corn in my hands. So let me give you a little pet, clean up my hands a little bit. The peacock is, the male is, where is he? Right there. There's Indy. He's still beautiful. He's actually growing in his train at this time of year. So he has like those beautiful green tail feathers, a beautiful blue neck. Like he is so shiny right now. He's absolutely beautiful. And like, it was kind of funny. The girl, Indy's girl, she always used to peck at him. Whenever he'd like fluff up his tail at her, she'd peck him right in the face and he'd be really sad. But now, since he doesn't have her anymore, he's been displaying at the chickens. He's been shaking his tail feathers for the chickens, and the chickens just don't care at all. They don't attack him, but they also don't like, they're not interested. They just completely ignore him. So that's even more sad. Like he'll do all his little dances, and he's a really pretty dancer. Because like he'll fluff up all his tail feathers, and he'll shake his tail feathers at me. He'll shake them at the ducks. He'll shake them at the chickens. He just wants people to watch, which is pretty cute. I replied, how are the chickens doing? You know, how the chickens are doing is like I don't know. Like my chickens they're very healthy. I cured their parasites. They had some parasites. They're cured from that. They're pretty much immune to the virus they had now. But the problem is they got habitualized to plucking. Like you can see this girl here, how she has a bunch of feathers out on her neck. Because last winter, that was when they were like had a bunch of disease and stuff like that, and they were, you know, inside the coop. The babies got a bit stressed and started plucking each other, and then they just got habitualized to it. Like even though now they have a huge amount of space to run around in, fresh water every single day. I fill up the water every day. They have lots of fresh food and everything like that. They still pluck each other. So like, you know, you can see the comb there, the beautiful bright red comb, really, really healthy. And yet she's missing her feathers because the leghorns pluck them. But it's not just the leghorns now. All the chickens are learning from each other because they're social animals. If one of them does something really bad, all the others will do it too. So I guess that just needs to be like a warning for the rest of you. If you see your chickens doing something like one chicken plucking the rest, or one chicken eating all the eggs or something, you might want to isolate it or like do something with it, because like you really don't want like chickens will learn from the worst. Like if you have one chicken who's really awful, your other chickens will learn from that and get really like learn their very bad habits as well. Come on, get your butt out of the camera, girl. Come on, rotate, come on, rotate this way, rotate there. Oh, nope, she fell. What else is happening here? Junior Johnson, you have a new profile picture. I see now it's a chicken. Or it's like a little Tweety bird of some kind. Ooh! Wow, it's so funny when I just see the chickens getting the zoomies in the background, where they just start flapping and flying around. The peacock, where is Indy? Yeah, Indy's over eating the food right now. I'll show you him in a moment. He is the most beautiful bird when he gets the zoomies. When he gets excited, he actually like jumps up in the air and starts bouncing around. Like he is so cute because he just bounces around, does like flips and like all over the place. He is crazy. Absolutely love him. He doesn't like being near me, but he's also not aggressive. Like he doesn't attack me, he doesn't attack any of the other chickens, but he also doesn't like being near me. Like when I go to the coop at night to pet the chickens, when I put them to sleep, I'll pet all the chickens, you know, they won't care at all. They'll just let me pet them. But then when I go to pet the peacock, he's like, woof, woof, woof. He gets a little concerned, and then he'll try to flap away to one of the other roosts to get away from me. But he will eat corn out of my hand. Like he won't walk up to me, but if I walk up to him with the corn, he'll eat it. So that's what I'll do in just a moment. And then I'll also show you those the duck eggs, like the giant duck eggs. I cracked one of those open like 2 days ago. It's a double yolker. One of my ducks is laying a double yolk duck egg every single day, which is pretty awesome. What else is happening? Hello, Arbor. Tell the original chickens what to do, that they won't be the most natural. They would live in the most natural ways. So you said tell the original chickens and what to do so that they would live in the most natural ways. I'm not sure what that means. If you're talking about chickens living in the most natural ways, chickens really aren't natural animals anymore. They've been bred by humans for thousands of years, something like 8,000 years, I think. So really, like chickens can't survive in the wild the same way that wild chickens would, because like think of things like this leghorn. These birds will lay, like in their first year of life, they'll lay something like 150 eggs. Then their second year, they'll lay something like 300 eggs in a year, laying eggs almost every single day. Like, yeah, so they're also really not great with predators. They're not as predator savvy as wild birds are too. So I think really the best thing you can do with wild chickens, like it's always better for chickens to have, you want them to have as much space as possible, fresh water, fresh food, time outdoors. Getting fresh air is really important for chickens, because if they have bad air quality, they're going to end up getting a lot more sick. But yeah, basically with chickens is they can only live slightly natural, because if you have them being completely natural, living in the wilderness, everything like that, they will probably be eaten by predators very fast. Hello, Luffy. I think that's Luffy, right? I've not watched any anime, but I'm pretty sure Luffy from the One Piece, as you said, I'm pretty sure that's Luffy. Hello, Dylan Medina. Greetings. It's been a long time since you joined in. Oh, well, it's good to have you all here. What else is being said here? Ray, you're wearing the exact same flannel. I love this flannel so much. I got it from the thrift store. I think it was like $5, and it is so nice because it's an insulated flannel. So it has like no, you can't really see it down the sleeve, but it has like thick padding in it, and it's like heavy duty cotton. So this thing I can put in the washing machine on the heaviest cycles. It doesn't shrink, it doesn't like fall apart. It's super tough, and I can have the chickens jumping on my shoulders like that, and I don't even feel like it doesn't hurt at all. Because I've had them jumping on my like shoulders when I've been wearing cotton t-shirts. That stings like crazy, like that hurts. But with this, nothing. It's awesome. It's kind of funny with the chickens jumping up here. It's mostly just the leghorns, because the other chickens can jump up. They're just not as aggressive as the leghorns are. The leghorns are the ones who are most likely to want to jump up here. So once this cob of corn is done, I'll go down and show you the other chickens and then feed them directly so that everyone can get some corn. What else is being said here? Tiffany Smith, you'd love to see the peacock's display with his feathers. I've recorded a few videos of it that I've sent in like the Discord, I think, and I'll probably make a couple shorts on it at like probably next year, because this year he still has kind of tiny little tail feathers, but next year they're going to get really big. So it's pretty cool. Junior Johnson, where is Peanut the broody hen? Peanut is not currently broody right now. She was broody, I think, 3 weeks. Dang ravens up there making noise. But yeah, Peanut was broody like I think 3 weeks ago, but then I had to break her brood because as usual, she goes broody. She sits in her nest a bunch, but she already got babies this year. I already let her hatch babies, so she's not getting any more. But right now I'm looking at her. She's down in the corner over there with the peacock, and they're just sitting together, mostly because the peacock just sort of, he hangs around on the edges. Like, he doesn't like hanging out near the chickens too often, but he also likes being a little near them. Oh, look at that. Another chicken over there. There's, what is your name? Speckles. Tiny Speckles. I don't expect anyone to remember the names of all my different chickens. You only got to remember the important ones like Peanut and Houdini, and the peacock's name is Indy. Dahu MP is still really active in the community. He's just, as with a lot of people, they can't, not everyone can join all the streams at the same time. Hello, P. Abayada, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Why am I holding the chickens? I'm holding these chickens because they're my pets. They're not meat birds, they're not egg birds, they're actually just pets. And because of that, I can spoil them, I can give them all sorts of treats and everything like that. And they're really cute. And the big thing with chickens is I want chickens who are really friendly, and a really good way to make sure your chickens are friendly is to hold them. Pick them up, have them sit on your arm like that. Because like, if you can get them sitting on your arms like this from a young age, they will do that even as they get older, even as they get bigger. Like if you can get a tiny little baby chick to sit on your arms like this, the adults will be comfortable doing it too. And like, is it good? Not necessarily. If their feet are clean, this is really adorable. But if their feet are dirty, it's kind of gross, and they have these dirty feet and then they try to jump up on you. Because I've been getting them recently, so they just sit on my arms, because I'll knock them off if they sit on my head. But when they first started jumping up on me, they would sit on my head as much as they sit on my arms, and I did not like that. That was gross. Dahu, you just got braces. Congrats, man. You're gonna get some nice, good, straight teeth. I've got braces too. They hurt a little bit, but I don't know. I think especially because I'm doing like my social media stuff, it's probably important to have. Oh my goodness, the raven is actually sitting down outside of the chicken run watching my birds. Oh, that's scary. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh, I hate that. The chicken run is not perfectly secured, but they can go inside the chicken coop and the underneath the chicken coop for having shelter. The duck run, actually, I fully sealed the roof now, so nothing can get in or out of the duck run. So hopefully the ducks are safe. I think the chickens should be pretty safe too, because chickens are incredibly aggressive. If the ravens did break into my chicken coop again, the chickens would probably be able to deal with it on their own. Oh, you monster. Oh, I don't even think that's a raven. That's a crow. That's a tiny little crow. Those things are small. I was thinking that was a big raven. No, no, I think that's just a crow. Yeah, the crows are not as much of a risk of the chicken. I'm not a raven expert or a crow expert. I've seen them a lot, but I'm not sure. Is that a raven caw or a crow caw? Not sure. What else is being said in the chat? Dylan, you say you have only 2 hens and 1 rooster. One of your other ones got lost. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But yeah, 2 hens and a rooster is still a good number to have. I say if you ever get down to just like 1 chicken, if you only have 1 left, you might want to get it a friend, just because chickens can get a bit sad on their own. But 2 hens, hopefully they can still be happy together, because I think I think the fewest chickens I've ever had was like 3, and that was when I first got chickens, and a whole bunch of them were roosters, so I had to get rid of all but 2 of my roosters. And the only hen I got for my first batch, that was Pepper. She passed away recently. Then Houdini, who I still have down there. He's a very funny guy. And then the other one was my other rooster that I had to rehome like 2 years ago or something like that. I'm not sure. Hello, welcome back, Buggy Farms. Good to have you here again. Drew Fleurer, cute chickens. I like the chickens. They are very cute. These ones especially are quite cute because they still have their feathers. They do like attack the other chickens. So some of the other chickens are a little more raggedy, but these ones at least are still cute. Jay touches grass. You had a question. Your chicken is protective of her eggs. She's sitting on them. And if you place an egg, she pushes it under her, but she's not nasty about it. Is she broody? Really, like broodiness, they have like levels of being broody. So when a hen's first going broody, they will want to sit on the nest a lot and like scoop eggs underneath them, but they won't cluck. But once a hen is much more broody, much more like a stronger broodiness, they'll start clucking a bunch. They'll go cluck, 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 cluck. You know, like they'll make a bunch of sort of clucking noises. They'll growl, all that sort of stuff. But if she's not attacking you, it's very possible she's just very friendly. Like if a hen is very friendly with you, she's not going to attack you even when she is broody. Or if she's also a really bad brooder. Like I've had some hens that were went really broody, but were also bad at brooding. Like one of my, where is she? I can't find her. One of my Rhode Island red hens went broody, and she was broody, but she wasn't actually brooding in the box. She would sit on the roost. She was floppy, like, you know, she was flopping about like a broody hen does, and she'd sit on the roost, and every time I'd look at her, she'd go cluck, 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 like a broody hen. Every time she'd go outside, she'd cluck like how Peanut clucked. She'd cluck a bunch, walk around, all the other chickens would chase her around, and she'd make all the broody noises. She'd go and sit inside the lay box for a little bit, sit there, cluck a bunch, and then she'd go back on the roost and sleep on the roost and cluck a bunch. She'd lay her eggs underneath the coop. Like, you know, sometimes they can, you know, their heart's in the right place. They want to brood. They're just really bad at it. What else is said here? Ray, it looks great on you. Glad to see it's patent and high quality. Oh yeah, the chickens can be a lot sometimes. Yeah, I really love this thing. I was wanting to get a new toque as well because it is getting cold. Like as I said earlier, it is starting to be fall now. It's going to be winter soon. I think we're going to get our first frost within probably a couple weeks now. So like, yeah, it is going to get cold. So I'm going to have to say goodbye to the lovely greenery behind me as soon. It's going to all go brown, and then it's going to go white, and it's going to be really cold here. Welcome back, Rafida, again. Hello, Cora birds. Good morning. Buggy Farms, yes, I'm happy I'm back again for a stream. Okay, I gotta move that, so you're stop flashing the camera, dang chicken. Move. Okay, I think this is about as much of that as I have. Now, you can go down now. I'm gonna go grab some corn. Oh, actually, she doesn't want to go down. But yes, I'm happy to be back again streaming. I always enjoy streaming. It's good fun. I started streaming more casually because, again, I was getting a little burnt out by doing streams like 4 days a week because I have other stuff in my life I need to do, so I couldn't do the streams full time. But I'm happy to be able to do my streams. Hello, CYN. Is that Sin? I assume. Friendly Medic, you say, I'm your favorite chicken man. Hello, greetings to New York from Canada. Oh, you have cockatoos? Oh, beautiful. I love cockatoos. When I was in Australia, I really loved seeing the cockatoos, but sadly the cockatoos they're really, really smart birds, but they're also really, like, they're smart enough to know to keep their distance from people. Things like the magpies would come near you to eat your garbage. The kookaburras would eat food straight out of your hands. The rainbow lorikeets would eat food straight out of your hands. Those two things were incredibly aggressive. They'd claw at you to eat your food. It was so cool. But the cockatoos, they knew to keep their distance. They knew if they were coming up to me, I was going to try petting them or anything like that. Because in Australia, you're not allowed to harass the wildlife. But if it's sitting on your hand, you can get away with petting it. I wouldn't recommend trying to pet it, especially if you're not if you don't know what you're doing. Especially if it's a fully wild animal, do not touch it. I was only holding them, feeding them because they were in an urban park and stuff like that. And because they're in an urban park, they're basically they're already desensitized to humans. If it's wild, please don't touch it. You could get it hurt and you could also get yourself hurt. But yeah, Cockatoos are really pretty. One day I'd love to find some cockatoos I could actually have like sitting on my shoulder. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm a bit behind on chat, but the problem is I don't get enough chat to read it live a lot of the time. Hello, Carlos, Henrique. How do we say that? Carlos, Henrique, Perina, Nunez. I hope I didn't mess it up too much. Greetings to Brazil. Hello, Nunez Racing. Greetings. Okay, here you go. I have a tiny little container of corn here, and I think the chickens look like they're probably a bit hungry. So let's give them some corn. Here's a little bit for sushi. That's my salmon favorel there. Here's one of the Rhode Island Reds. Here's another one of the Rhode Island Reds. You can see how they have those like marks on their backs or they're missing feathers. That's the plucking. And they don't pluck themselves. If a chicken plucks itself, that's a sign of really bad stress. But if chickens pluck each other, that could be a sign of stress, or that could just be a sign of habit. And these chickens are just having a really bad habit. As I said earlier, they started in wintertime when, because in wintertime it's very cold, and like where I live, it gets down to negative 40 degrees, like 40 degrees below freezing, and it is like crazy unlivably cold. And so that is not good for the chickens. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Some of the white leghorns are still in really good condition. The old hens, the hens I have, they're like 5 years old. Most of them are in really good condition too. Like one's like a Sushi there, Houdini there. He's missing a few feathers. But then others like my Peacock there, absolutely perfect condition. The chickens do not pluck him much at all. Like he is still, like look at him. He is beautiful. Absolutely like so pretty with those blue and those green feathers. And you can see right there, oh, you can see one of those little eyes there, like the stereotypical peacock feathers right on his back there. He's still a young guy, so he doesn't have very many of them, but he's gonna grow more next year. As I said earlier, he's gonna grow more next year, and he's gonna be so pretty when that happens. What are you doing in my chair? You want to run the show now? You're sitting in my chair. You think you're better than me? Nobody's better than me. Well, at least not you, chicken. I know there are definitely a lot of other YouTubers who have better schedules than me. But you might want to steal the spotlight, and I'll let you have a little bit of the spotlight just to humor you. Dang chicken. But yeah, like her crop where it's like, you can see her crop right there. That's because the problem is, with my chickens, they try to eat the feathers, but they can only eat the very ends of the feathers because feathers are quite strong. The problem is when they molt, they lose their feathers and then new feathers grow in. Sorry, it's the wind's blowing my hair a bit. And when the new feathers grow in, they're trying to pluck like the new feathers as they're growing in, which means I'm not sure if my chickens will actually be able to like regrow their feathers. Like that's, I'm quite concerned. I don't know, like, I don't really know what to do with my flock. It's sort of like, they all have a disease, so I can never get more babies again. So it's kind of like, I'm just going to have to keep they're my pets. I'm going to keep taking care of them no matter what. But basically at this point is what I have is what I just got to work with, you know? What else was being said in chat? Jay, you said your Swedish chicken would never attack you. You're paying attention to her, so maybe that's why she's not very broody. Well, if you like even when a chicken is very broody, it's like a hormonal thing. So like, it all depends on the sort of hormones. But yeah, keep an eye on them. As long as they're getting out every single day, as long as they're getting out of the nest so they can like poop, eat food, wash, drink water, dust bathe, clean themselves, all this sort of stuff, they should be fine. So just keep an eye on them. And then if they're broody like this for too long, if you notice them getting any adverse health effects, then you should break their brood. Or maybe if they're not very good at brooding, they'll break their brood on their own. But basically, if you're experienced with chickens, you can just keep an eye on them and hopefully make sure they're okay. But yeah, look at this guy, the peacock there. He's a bit scared of the chickens, so he's not going to run in and try to bowl them down for some corn. But look at that. He's eating right out of my hand. Yeah, it's so funny with him. He's a bit scared of, a bit cautious around me, but he's more than happy to come near me if he can eat corn. He's just not going to jump on me. I want to get it to a point where you can see like he gets spooked by the chickens and jumps like that. I want to get to a point where he will jump on my shoulder like the chickens do. Because like, imagine how cool that would be if I had a peacock that would jump onto my shoulder and eat food. Oh, he just wants a little bit, but the dang chickens keep jumping in. Ah, dang chickens. What else is being said here? Carlos, you subscribe to the channel because you like this type of content. Hey, thanks, man. I hope you enjoy it. I do these streams. Right now, I'm doing these streams about once a week, and then after that, I'm going to hopefully get back into doing shorts again, because I was doing shorts about different things about taking... Oh, no, I dropped the corn cob. I do shorts about different things with chicken health, things like feeding them, things like treating diseases, taking care of broody birds, all that sort of stuff. So like, yeah, I'm happy you enjoy the content. Just needing to get a little bit more corn for everybody, so we can get some of the people some of the birds who weren't able to eat the corn when I'm sitting on my chair. Because like the leghorns will jump up onto me, but most of the old birds won't. Like here's this dark bird here. That's I just chased her. That big one there. Her name is Blackie. She lays green eggs. She's very pretty, and it's kind of funny, when she was a little younger, when she was like 2 years old, she'd like come up to me, jump up onto like random objects to sit near me to eat corn, but she wouldn't really jump onto me. But then she started jumping onto me when some of my other old birds would jump onto me. But then over time, I've lost a few of those birds, and now it really is only the leghorns who like to jump on me often. And I think the reason why they're not jumping on me as much as they used to is because I'm feeding them a really high quality food. Like when I used to feed them just like chicken layer pellets, the stuff you get from the animal supply store, they would go crazy for corn. They absolutely loved it. But because I'm feeding them like currently I'm feeding them a mixture between ground oats, barley, wheat, and peas that are all ground together with like oyster shells. I changed the ratio of my feed recently to give them more nutrients, because I followed the instructions on the bag the first time, and it seemed to work really well for a little bit. And then I got different grain, and the different grain, worked differently, so I needed to change up my recipe. So hopefully now they will, that food will be even better than it was before. Hello, Tone. Carlos, you say like and live. Hello, Richie. You're Richie from New York City as well. Greetings to New York City again. We have a few people from New York City here. Hello, Harinder Singh. Greetings. Friendly Medic, you say he's a Goffins and a bare-eyed cockatoo. His bare-eyed cockatoo he's ow. Dang chickens jumping on me, knock me over. It's kind of hard to read chat from this angle, because I'm staring right up at the sky, and it's quite a bright sky out today. But yeah, seeing some things like him around. The Corellas, I'm not sure about those ones. I'm not sure. Like in Australia, I've seen the sulfur-crested cockatoo, the pink cockatoo, which has a different name, and then also the black cockatoos with the I think they're the black cockatoos with like the starry white patterns on them. I think I've seen a few of those in the wild too, which is pretty awesome. Nunez in Canada, what's the weather out here right now? It is really cold right now. I think it's only like 10 degrees Celsius, which if that's in Fahrenheit, that's like barely above the freezing temperature. Whatever the freezing temperature is, it's like, I think it's like 20 Fahrenheit above freezing. I don't know. I'm not really good with Fahrenheit, because in Canada we mainly do Celsius. Do I still have my Polish chickens? Yes, I still have my Polish chickens. They're both a little scared. They don't really like going near me much, but let me see if I can go up there. See right there in the top corner by the buckets over there? Those are my two Polishes. I still have both the Polishes. I have the, my tripod's in a pit. I still have both the Polishes. I have the really fluffy one who is incredibly scared of everything. And then I have the less fluffy one who's more of like a tomboy, because like she lays eggs, but she has a rooster's like feathers, and also has giant spurs. So not sure what the deal with that one is, but he's a funny little guy. Hello, Jew Paul, salute. Amen. Dear. Harinder Singh, you're also from Canada and you have chickens too? Oh yeah, I love having chickens. Chickens are they're so much fun, and they're such happy little creatures. Like I find, if you're having a tough day or anything like that, you can go down to the chicken coop, and the chickens will always be happy to see you. Unless it's the middle of winter, in which case your chickens will be a bit sad. Like especially where I live, as I said before, it gets down to 40 below, which is very cold, and the chickens are not very happy in that time of year. But all the rest of the time of the year, they are happy, especially in summertime when it's like a lovely, especially like when it's like, I don't know, 30 Celsius, which is whatever in Fahrenheit. but when it's like 30 Celsius, which is basically just like a nice warm day in Canada, they'll go outside, they dust bathe, they play in the trees, they like love sunbathing. It's so cute when they sunbathe because they like fall over on their back with their wings out, and they look like they're dead. They're like, ah, but they're just relaxing. They're like such silly creatures. Does she crow? The one Polish, no, I don't think she does crow. The Polish one, the Polish hen who looks like a rooster, she doesn't crow. But I have had a few other hens crow, like actual female chickens crow. I don't remember which it was. I actually don't remember, because there was a time where I had like one or even two of my female chickens crow. I think it might have been Sushi here, might have crowed once. But like apparently chickens can crow, and they can even produce rooster sounding crows. Like the full cock-a-doodle-doo. Like they can actually do that. It's just really rare because like they have weaker crows generally, but they still can crow. They just usually don't. Because I've only heard like my hens crow a couple times, and I don't remember when it was. I don't remember whether they were like a couple hens were broody then, or whether it was predators or what was happening. I think it actually might have been when two hens were like getting in an altercation. You know, like when two hens will say, I don't like you, and then they'll start pecking at each other's faces. I think that might have been when they were cock-a-doodle doing it. Maybe it was for dominance. I'm not sure. But it is kind of funny, like, because I have my rooster. Rooster, get in here. Come on, Rooster. Get on in here. Come on. There you go. There's the rooster. Because I have a rooster, I don't get many problems between my hens fighting each other, because they usually don't. Because whenever they, get in an altercation, whenever they get into a scuffle, the rooster comes in and breaks it up and makes sure that they remain peaceful, which is kind of funny. Because like chickens, they get the pecking order. They determine who's in charge by just pecking. They'll peck until they figure out who's top chicken, who's not, and who needs to be listened to, who gets first dibs on eating good food. Like when they find the corn here, it's always the more dominant chickens who will eat it first. Or also the chickens who are more comfortable with me will eat it first too. But yeah, but like my ducks are actually very different. Like I had ducks for about a year, like maybe 3 years ago. I think I got them in 2021 until 2022. I had ducks before, and I had to rehome them, but I only had 4 ducks back then, and I'm not really as good with ducks. Like I can tell you how geese show their dominance, geese mating displays, how they brood, how they like hatch their babies, all this sort of stuff, because I've experienced all of that. But with ducks, I have no clue at all. Ducks are really, they're very strange creatures, because like, I don't know. Because like the ducks, on one hand, the ducks act like geese, but they're also kind of a bit different. Like they're more chaotic than geese for some reason. Nunez Racing, you say you're an hour south of Chicago and it's supposed to go up to 80 Fahrenheit. I think 80 Fahrenheit's like, what is that, like 40, or like, no, 100 Fahrenheit's 40 Celsius. That's probably like the high 30s, I think. But yeah, that sounds hot right now for sure. Yeah, so like here is, it's quite cool. When I was camping recently, it was like, I think it was like 2 degrees Celsius overnight, which is basically like right above freezing, like right above the freezing temperature of water. It was crazy. Hello, Vixen. Hello, Damaged Vixen. Your message got held there for a moment, and I was wondering, am I getting trolls in chat? Which is kind of funny, because like it has been a long time since I've got trolls in chat, because when I first started doing these vertical live streams, because like how the algorithm on YouTube works is that it'll recommend your videos. It'll just get like a shotgun, go blam, 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 blam. It'll like show your stuff to a bunch of random people until it figures out what sort of people watch your stuff. So like with my streams, when I first did it, it was being shown to everyone. It was being shown to people who are farmers, people who are gamers, people who are like politics, all sorts of different things. And so I got a bunch of people in chat, and I got a bunch of trolls as well. But then as I've been doing my stream, YouTube now knows, oh yeah, people who are farmers watch your stuff. So I mostly get farmers now, and I don't get like very many held messages anymore. Obviously, I'm getting less views on my streams because I'm not doing the shorts alongside them as much as I should. So it's like, maybe some people could say it's because of falling off. I don't care. It's just good fun. But yeah, welcome back, Connor. You love chickens too? I love the chickens. I love the chickens, and I love the geese. Geese are so big and fluffy and adorable, and the ducks are, I don't know, like for me, in order for me to like really like love the animals. They need to have something special, like something unique with them. Because like for the longest time, with my male geese, Neapolitan, he was my male goose. I didn't really like him because he was kind of he was loud, he was annoying, a bit aggressive towards me. And then all of a sudden, I really started to like him once I actually managed to get him a bit friendly. And then it was really funny when when one of the geese went broody. When the geese go broody, all of a sudden he's super aggressive. He bites at me, he snarls, he hisses, he smacks me with the wings, and that's like so funny. And it's kind of like, yeah, like for me, I like the birds when either they're really really friendly or really weird or really like stupid looking, like like a Goldilocks is one of my favorite of the young hens I have, because she only has one waddle. She doesn't have it on the other side, and she's just really silly. And then there's also Sushi, which is my salmon favorelle. I really like her because she eats food that all the other chickens ignore. Like when I get like fish stuff for the chickens, none of the other chickens will eat anything fish-like, but Sushi, she'll eat fish. If I have a new vegetable, she'll eat it. If I have some random slop I've made up at the house, she'll eat it too, which is awesome. Also, yes, hello Uninspired, welcome back again. Arbor, what's my height in centimeters? I don't know my height in centimeters, I only know my height in feet. I'm 5'11", which is I think it's average, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Remember, if you're like 5'11", 5'11" inches tall, and you want to be 6 foot, you can buy 1-inch insoles. Or if you're like 5'11", you think, oh my goodness, this is too short. Surround yourself with short friends, and then you'll be like, wow, I'm so tall. Or better yet, you can just say, I don't care, and that's what I do. I don't really care. If you're an average height, you can just say, I'm average height. Connor, you said, what's a chicken with a thick comb? What are the chickens with the thick combs? There are so many breeds with thick combs, and also there are tons of different comb shapes. Like if you go on Google and search for chicken comb shapes, you'll have like ones like these leghorns here that have the ridge like that. That's just called, I think that's just I don't know what that comb's called actually, I forgot. But there's ones like, my rooster I think has a walnut. But there are ones that they have like walnuts, pecans, files, peas. Like they have a bunch of different shapes, whether they're big, thick, small, tall, all serve different things. And like, I don't know, like really there's so many different breeds that have all these different shapes. And also, if it's pure breed, if it's a purebred bird, it can be quite easy to tell based on the color pattern, what the comb's like, what the eggs they lay are, what breed they are. But if it's a mixed breed at all, then it becomes really challenging. Like Peanut, Peanut's just in the corner. I'll go show you Peanut in a little bit. But yeah, Peanut, she was so challenging for the longest time. I could not tell what she was. I was thinking, is she a barred rock? Is she a cuckoo Moran? Is she one of this, that, the other thing? And it wasn't until one of my moderators in the Discord server, who has that guy has a whole bunch of chickens. He has on his farm, I think he said he has something like 100 different breeds. Like he has tons and tons of chickens. He looked at a photo of her and was like, I can tell. She's a cuckoo, or no, not cuckoo. No, cuckoo is the color. She's cuckoo colored, like the color pattern. Because cuckoo is similar to barred, like that color, but it's a sort of different pattern. So Peanut was cuckoo, she was cochin, because cochin was the little fluffy feet that she has, and then also bantam, because she's really tiny. And it's like, wow, it's pretty cool, because yeah, if you have a chicken who's a mixed breed and you don't know how to describe, like if you don't know what the parent breeds are, that is a really good way to describe it. Describe it based on its color, based on its breed characteristics. Like, does it have silky feet? Does it have a Polish head? Does it have like really small features like a bantam? Or the other thing is if it lays blue eggs when not being like an Americana, because there are a few breeds like the Americanas, Aracanas, cream leg bars that lay blue eggs. But if you get like a orange chicken that lays blue eggs, or a brown chicken that lays blue eggs, or a black chicken that lays blue eggs, chances are it's an Easter egger, which is a mixed breed between a blue egg laying breed and a other breed that lays different colored eggs. So like, yeah, so I can look at a bunch of my chickens, and even if I don't know what they are, I can still say that one's an Easter egg, or that one's a, or like Peanut, where it's like she's a cuckoo bantam cochin. Right there. There's Peanut. There's her little cuckoo bantam cochin girl. And you can see, okay, I just gotta move over. You can see how she has like that really fluffy, can you see her feet? Yeah, you can see she has tiny fluffy feet and her pattern's different to the regular bar rock. So I know she must be bantam coaching. What is she actually made of? Clue. This one here, this one is Blackie. She's she's the one who lays green eggs. And because she lays green eggs, I know that she must be an Easter egger, because what other breeds lay green eggs? Black ones like this, some of them lay black eggs, but she doesn't look like any of the other black chickens that lay black eggs. So she is mixed breed, but she's a mixed breed that lays green eggs, so she must be an Easter egger. Sorry, I gotta set up my tripod again. I'll go feed Peanut a little bit. I'll go look inside, see if there's any broody hens, and then I'll go show you the duck eggs. Because the ducks, as I said earlier, the ducks lay these super cool double yolk eggs, and they're massive. I've never gotten a double goose yolk yet. I would be so happy if I got a double yolk goose egg, because that would be awesome. Because geese eggs are already massive, but a double yolk goose egg would be really massive. But as of now, the biggest eggs I've got so far are those double yolk jumbo Pekin eggs. Okay, here, let's just get into the coop real quick. Nunez, when passing by, you just hit that like button. Thank you. Yeah, if everyone's watching the stream and enjoying, please do like the stream. And if you're new to the stream, feel free to subscribe, because I do these streams periodically. Buggy Farms, the geese actually live in a separate run to the chickens now. In order to keep the chickens and geese healthy, I've decided to separate them. Ooh, look at you. You were laying an egg, and now you've decided laying an egg was good fun, but you'd rather eat good food instead. You'd rather have a nice snack. Who else is here? Oh, here's one of the leghorns. There you go. Eat up, eat up. Have you laid your egg yet? Yeah, I can see underneath her she has not, in fact, laid her egg yet. Because there's only one egg under there. There's a brown egg, and she lays white eggs. So I can tell you're not, oh yeah, all the girls down there, they all want to get some corn. But I'm feeding the layers right now. The hard-working members of society. Here you go, eat up. Oh, you were in the box and you've jumped out because you want to eat a little bit of corn. Come on, everybody eat up, just eat up a little bit. Make sure there's enough for sharing. Oh, and you also jumped out of the box too. There you go, have a little bit of corn. Yeah, look at that. They absolutely love their corn. I am going to clean the chicken coop floor in here soon. But the thing is, it's not very important for me to clean it right now. There's other things I need to do more, like insulating the duck compound, stuff like that. Because the chickens, they're not spending much time inside right now. They basically only come inside to sleep. But once it comes, soon, they're going to have to spend a lot more time inside because it's going to be really cold in winter. And at that point, I will need to clean the bedding every 2 weeks or whatever. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, look at these beautiful, beautiful eggs. Oh, and they're lovely and warm too. That's always a funny thing when you go down to the chicken coop. You come in here and all these eggs are so warm because all the chickens lay eggs. So one chicken will lay their egg and then another chicken will jump in that box immediately afterwards and sit on those eggs until they're ready to lay too. So they're basically getting almost getting incubated. Actually, that would be a kind of a funny thing. Getting hens to incubate eggs, but instead of having a broody hen, you just have 100 hens wanting to share it, wanting to use a nest spot for laying their eggs, so you always have a hen on it. That'd be funny. Vixen, you say it sucks for you because this is your favorite stream, but life's like that, makes the time you can watch all the better. What does that mean? You're at work, you gotta get back to, you're not able to watch as much as you'd like because you're at work. I'm sorry that you're at work at these sort of times, but I'm happy you're able to join in for at least for a little bit to say hi. But yeah, Buggy, the geese were in the other yard, so I'm gonna go down and show you those now. Wait, where was Peanut? Okay, Peanut's not here. I'll show you Peanut when I'm back. Oh, wait, no, Peanut's right there. I just want to get Peanut a little bit of corn, and then I'll show off the geese. A little bit of corn just for the tiny Peanut, just because the tiny Peanut deserves corn, because she's very, very special. And ow, dang it, spilled a bunch on the ground. I still have my phone on my tripod. Chicken, Peanut, come out, Peanut, come out. She wants to come near me for the corn, but she's scared of the other girls because the other girls are really big and they like to peck around. And Peanut is my only chicken who doesn't have any feathers missing because she keeps her distance. She spends a lot of time brooding, which is hormonal. She doesn't choose to do that. But then also she also wants to stay away from the chickens so she can stay with, doesn't lose any feathers. There you go. There's Peanut. there's the peacock, both of which are some of the birds who are, they don't like to go near me as much. They like to keep their distance, and then you can see he does that cute little hop. I love that guy. That guy's awesome. Oh, well, let me grab the cob of corn. The cob of corn, a container of corn. I'm gonna go now and try to feed the ducks, because the ducks are, as I said earlier, the ducks are. I wanna go take care of them. I wanna make them friendly. They're not super friendly right now. The only duck, actually no, none of the ducks go near me. Only the geese go near me, and only really it's Goo and Echo, my two original female geese. They go near me to eat corn out of my hands, and then their two babies will sometimes go near me, and the two other geese will sometimes go near me, because again, chickens, geese, poultry in general, they're social animals. So if one of them does something, the others will learn from it. So with like how the chickens, where one of them was being super aggressive, so the other ones learned from that and became aggressive to each other too, and started picking on each other. With the geese, when one of them eats out of my hands, all of them want to eat out of my hands, and that's really good fun. So I'm gonna let me just, because what I want to do is I want forgive me for stumbling on my words here a little bit. I need to slow down and think through what I'm saying. Also, if you like the welcome to the goose ASMR, where the geese are screeching their throats out. Let me just sit down here and say, geese, 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 geese. Come on, geese. I got some corn here, geese. Come on, geese. Come on, geese. Let's see who's going to be the first to come over here. Oh my goodness, this is loud. Come on, geese. Geese, 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 geese. Come on, geese. Come on, come on. Oh, you gotta lure them in. It's like fishing. It's like fishing. You gotta leave your bobber there and go. You gotta lure it in and say, come on, goose. Come on, goose. There we go. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Here we have Goo. Goo is my first goose. When I got my first lot of chickens, like 2021, 2025 now, so yeah, when I got my first lot, quiet. If I'm quiet, if I don't talk, they make a lot less noise, but I want to talk, so we're just gonna have to deal with a little bit of goose noises. Oh, no, I scared away. Come on, come back here, come back here, come back here, come back here. Come on, come back here. Let me just, come back here. Come on, goose, 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 goose. Oh, the disrespect, I swear. They just ran away from me. Come on here, goose. Echo, Echo. I might be able to get Echo instead. Come on, Echo. Echo, Echo. Echo. There we go. Here's Echo. Echo's my little Sebastopol goose. As I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted when my other goose ran away, Goo, the first one she was eating, I got her at the exact same time I got all my other chickens, and I got her as a single goose because I had 4 ducks, so I raised her with the ducks, but she was kind of a bit sad because she didn't understand whether she was a goose or a duck, and so she was so happy when I got her a goose to keep her company. Ooh, and someone else can eat the cob? We have some of the babies coming in there. Look at, oh wait, nope, they're gone. They're gone. Yeah, let me just try to get this all on camera and then I can read chat as well. Vixen, your fab rolls were named after her fingers. So you had 7, so you named them Pinky. You had 3 Pinkies and Teenies, Tinies, and it's all left. Oh, wow. Yeah. Your Peacock is snarky. Hello, Western all the way. Yes, I'm live again. Sorry for falling behind on chat. I was just talking a bit, so I'll just follow up. Is it cold where I am? Yes, it is very cold. Hello, Large Family Homestead. Hope you're still in chat. I'm going to scroll to the end of chat and then work my way back up. Yes, Vixen, they're fluffy goose. Hello, Tiffany Smith. Yes. Hello, Large Family Homestead. Welcome to the stream. Sorry I haven't been able to catch many of your streams. You stream them at I think like 4 p.m. my time. So usually by 4 p.m. I'm either working on something or in the car driving somewhere, or oh yeah, also I got my new driver's license very recently, so that means I'm able to drive all on my own now. So that means I'm gonna hopefully be able to buy more materials for videos, buy them, more stuff, and do it on my own terms, and because I can drive whenever I want. So yay, yay! I hope I'm not. I hope the side of my face isn't cropped off on your phone screen. I hope you can still see me properly. Large Family Homestead, you're still here. Hello. Wow, you have so many badges next to your name in chat. You have the verified moderator and member. Thank you very much for the membership, by the way. It's very kind. Vixen, you say it's a new goose, or maybe they're a duck. They look. No, I think these are. The ducks don't go near the geese. The only ducks that go near the geese are the ducks. Only go near my one white goose, Emmy the Emden goose. I haven't shown her off very much, but basically she was raised with the ducks. When I bought the ducks from the hatchery, wow, it's quiet now. When I bought the ducks from the hatchery, I got 1 goose and 6 ducks, and so those 6 ducks treat that goose like an honorary duck, and so the ducks are really happy around that 1 goose, and that goose likes being around the ducks. All the other geese are a bit aggressive towards the ducks, but not like super aggressive, more so just, nibbling at them a little bit to keep them away. Thanks, Large Family Homestead. But yeah, this is Echo, and the other ones you're seeing to the side were the babies, because Echo hatched. Echo hatched a bunch of her and Goo's babies, and then Goo accidentally killed most of them, which was kind of funny. Oh, goodbye, Buggy Farms. Have a good one. I hope I can see you around here next stream, hopefully. But yeah, when Echo was hatching her babies, she was in the nest, and she would have her nest, and then Goo would make a nest right beside it, and would roll all of Echo's eggs out of Echo's nest and into Goo's nest. So she was basically stealing Echo's babies, and then Goo would lay her eggs on top of Echo's eggs and crack them when Echo was incubating them, and she would also crack them when rolling them, because she'd roll them into each other. So like Echo had I think 8 or 10 eggs or something like that, and only 2 of them actually survived until they hatched, because Goo, the other broody goose, was destroying them, which was so tragic. But it's a bit silly. But yeah, so Echo hatched 2 of Goo's eggs, and Peanut hatched 2 of Echo's eggs. So they both got their babies in the end. What else being here? Vixen, you say Echo looks like she's wearing a Victorian dress because of how fluffy her feathers are. Oh yeah, she is beautiful. She's so raggedy looking because she has like all those gray feathers. Her breed was meant to be entirely white, but sometimes you get gray animals like this. It's not because she wasn't purebred. It's just because when you have purebred animals, you will get higher and lower quality breeds, like lower quality individual with breed characteristics. So she would be considered a lower quality characteristics, but I don't care. I'm not breeding like purebred birds. I want happy birds, and she is really happy, and that's what matters. But yeah, she's my little. She either looks like a wig or a mop, or sometimes she's like a nice shag carpet. Because like when she was brooding, she was so funny because she was so fluffy. I'd go in there and I'd lay down and lay my head on her, and she was actually like laying your head on a pillow. Like she was so beautiful and soft and fluffy, and then she'd bite me in the face, and I could understand that, but it's like there's everything has a price to it. You can have the forbidden pillow, sleep on the forbidden pillow, and you will wake up with chunks out of your face. She'll try to eat your nose, eat your ears. She'll try to bite your eyelids. She never actually hurt me that badly. She left a few bruises on my arms, but but yeah, she's very fluffy. I'm just really sad because when she was young, we had to treat her for a medical condition she had. She had angel wing, where her wings were flopping over, and that was the first time I ever had to deal with that. And so how we treated her angel wings, we had to like wrap her up in a cloth so that we could try to treat her angel wings. And that made it so she got so upset at us because of that, and she's never like trusted us again since then. Because when we got her when she was like a week old, and we hand raised her for the first month of her life. She was so friendly. She would follow us everywhere, let us pick her up. And then after we had to treat her, she's never let us pick her up again because she gets very, very scared if ever we pick her up or try to like walk towards her. but I am really happy that she at least likes to eat out of my hand again now. And so you can see here, she's eating the corn, and right there on the ground below, oh yeah, and that one, who's that? Blue Band. That's one of the babies that Echo hatched herself. That was one of the goose babies that Echo hatched. I think her name is Revy? Revy, I think it's Revy. Oh, and then there are the ducks. Oh yeah, ducks right in the back there. They're the ducks. You have what are those? Yeah, the two jumbo pecans. The two jumbo pecans are really silly, silly ducks. But honestly, my favorite of the ducks is the male one. My male is named Pancakes. He's the fawn and white duck. You know, I'm basically done with this. I'm gonna just chuck it down to them now and record it. Yeah, basically my favorite of the ducks is the fawn and white one. Let me just go up right there. That is my favorite. He's so silly looking because he's an Indian runner duck, and Indian runner ducks stand upright like that. So I'm just sorry, I just gotta zoom in. Where is it? There you go. Yeah, Indian runner ducks stand up like that, and they run a lot. And he looks so silly. His head looks like a golf club, and he just makes it like the little male duck noise. He walks around. He's so silly. I don't know. I just love him. He's just such a funny little guy. And then there's the other ducks. All the ducks that are named, but I'll make a video on them at some point. But yeah, and then there's also the geese here. Lots of geese. Oh yeah, these were the Echo's eggs that Peanut hatched. They have a lot less fluffy feathers than Echo does, but they have fluffy shoulder blades. Their shoulder blades are super fluffy, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, here's corn. Eat the corn. Come on, eat the corn, everybody. Eat the corn. Oh, hello, corn. Moderator Corn, welcome back to the stream. You also have runner ducks. Are your runner ducks very friendly? Because none of my ducks are very friendly. That's okay. I don't really mind. Like the ducks, I didn't spend enough time with them when they were really young. When they were like a few days old, that's when I should have spent the most time with them. Like when I first got them from the hatchery, I should have spent like an hour a day every day petting them and everything. But I was busy doing other stuff, and I just didn't get around. I didn't handle them enough. The reason why my chickens over there are so friendly is because I handled them a lot when they were young. I picked them up, I held them, I petted them, I gave them food. I didn't do that to the baby geese. I didn't do that to them. I didn't do it to the ducks either. So they're not as friendly. Because a few of them were friendly, like Echo's, there we go. Peanut's babies, the babies that Peanut, my chicken, hatched, were actually very friendly with me. So I gotta back up. They're making too much noise. I gotta back up so I can talk. Peanut's babies were really friendly with me, but then I had to determine if they were male or female, because if I had too many males, I'd have to sell them and that'd be a huge problem. And so basically determine if they're male or female. You just got to hold them and squeeze them and look at it and like and determine it. And I had to do that to them, and it was kind of funny. Before that, they were very friendly. They liked to be near me. They were comfortable eating out of my hand. Then after that, they didn't like me anymore, which is so sad. But even now they've gotten more comfortable being around me now. They still don't like to get too close to me anymore, but they still are comfortable enough being around me. And they would eat out of my hand, except whenever I hold food and they come up to eat out of my hand, Goo or Echo chase them away, which is just so annoying. I want them to be friendly, and then the other birds just chase them away. Ah! Oh, Corn, you had to go now? Your ducks are scared, boys. Okay, goodbye. But yeah, my ducks are so scared, and my geese are like, or my ducks are not scared, but they're very cautious of the world. They treat everything like a threat and run away from it. Hello, Fabs, greetings. Welcome back to the stream. But yeah, I really need to get my ducks to be friendly, especially before winter, because during winter time, they're going to have to spend a lot of time inside the duck run, or like inside the coop, the duck coop, because I have a separate duck coop. And if they're not friendly during that time, they're going to get quite stressed whenever I have to go inside to like collect eggs or to feed or water them or anything. So it's like, I guess winter will be, they'll either become friendly with me because they are used to being near me, or they'll just get traumatized. Hopefully they don't. Like, that'd be really bad. But it's like, yeah, if I could start my coop again from scratch, I'd build a coop that would be probably like 4 times as big. Because a small coop, you save on heating costs, but also it's too small. Vixen, there's Peacock knocking at the door and they want corn. Oh yeah, all the chickens will sit at the bottom of the gate and looking like that, and they want some corn. But I can't feed them too much corn because I don't really have that much left, and I was trying to feed it to the geese. But yeah, the peacock, where is he? There you go. Yeah, he really loves to sit by the gate. Like you can see him right there. There's a fence pole there. He'll sit at the bottom of the gate, not even just because he wants corn or anything. He just really likes being near the ducks for some reason. I don't know why, because like I've had him, let me just rotate this way so I have some better lighting. Yeah, I've had him, there was a time when the chickens were pecking at him at a certain point in time. I put him in the duck run here, and every night he'd want to go in and be in the chicken run, and then would end up sleeping in the duck shed. And then when I put him in the chicken run, all of a sudden now he wants to go back in the duck run again. It's kind of funny. No matter where he is, he always wants to be on the other side of the fence, which is pretty silly. Ow. Vixen, you say mama chicks babies decide that you're the best perch and they fly on you for naps. That is awesome. You're gonna get the friendliest babies when that happens. Large Family Homestead, you just saw someone comment on your channel telling me to come to your live. Oh dear. I wonder if it was one of the regulars or what happened, but dear. I guess thanks. I guess I'm not sure if that's something. I'm not sure if that's a behavior I want to incentivize or not, because that sounds kind of a bit potentially a bit problematic. If you're just telling friends of the channel that I'm live, that's fine. Just don't go around telling random people if I'm live, because that's a bit too far. Hello, Josh Bender. Welcome back. Oh my goodness. Is that the sun? At this time of year, the sun. Wow. The clouds have parted and the sun's coming out, which is actually beautiful because, as I said, it was very cold here. There you go. I have a little bit of corn here because I want to get the ducks to eat corn, because the thing is, my ducks aren't very friendly right now, and that's mostly because they don't have any reason to go near me. So if the ducks don't go near me because I don't have really anything to offer them, all of a sudden if I get the corn and I get them to really enjoy corn, now all of a sudden they will want to come near me because they want to go near me to get that corn. So that's basically my strategy. Oh, I got to zoom out. I'm way too zoomed in. There we go. That's basically my strategy, because you can see already they're eating the corn cob. So I'll throw down some corn for them. And now I want them to all run over. And there you go. Look at that. Lovely. There you go. Eat up. Nom, 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 nom. Delicious, delicious corn. Yes, hello, Josh Bender. Hello, Grant Huntsman. Hello, Noah Kyle. Grant Huntsman, you say after 4 years taking care of your chickens, you got burnt out with them and sold them to a friend. Do I ever feel burnt out? I don't feel burnt out with chickens in general, because my chickens are like pets. It's kind of like having a dog or a cat or something like that, where it's just sort of like, the work is just a part of the maintenance, you know? It's like, if you're not able to walk a dog every day, or don't have the space to let them free range in your backyard or something like that, then maybe dogs aren't the thing for you. It's like the same thing with chickens, you know? It's like, chickens definitely aren't for everybody. So I never blame somebody if you got chickens, you loved them, and then you realized it's just too much work for you. That's like perfectly fine. Do I get burnt out? I get burnt out with a lot of things in life, but chickens and geese and ducks are one of those things where I haven't really gotten burnt out, because they're just kind of like, it's kind of like pets. As I said, right? They are pets. So it's like, it's not like a job where it's like, I feel a responsibility that, oh, I need to do this, or I don't get paid or whatever. They're pets. So like, most of the work I do with them is optional. Things like, oh my goodness, the geese are attacking each other. Things like feeding them corn, that's optional. Things like coming down here, sitting down with the chair, having them jump on my shoulders, that's optional. The actual baseline amount of work required to take care of these things is not that bad. I just need to fill up the food every day, fill up the water every day. Oh, yuck, got a little bit of muck on my hands. Fill up the food every day, fill up the water every day, change the bedding out periodically when it's dirty, make sure they're safe from predators. But like, once you have like your run properly set up, where you have like your walls, your roof, your sheds, everything like that, you have people who are buying your eggs, you get into like a rhythm, like a routine, everything like that, it's actually not too bad. But yeah, sorry, but back to that, have I ever gone burnout? Actually, I was just thinking back to it. Yes, I have, with ducks, the first time I ever got ducks, because I was thinking with my chickens, nah, I've always loved my chickens. I've always loved having them. And I just remembered when I bought my new baby birds the first time, like when I had like, I think like 15 chickens, and I bought like another 30 babies to sell a bunch of them. That was all well and good, but then the problem is they caught a disease, and catching a disease really was a lot of stress for me, because now my birds were sick, they were randomly dying, and I had more birds than I wanted to, and I couldn't sell them because they were sick. So I guess in that sense, yes, I did get quite burnt out, but I never really wanted to get rid of them. But I did get ducks. When I first got chickens 4 years ago, I got a bunch of ducks as well, and ducks are really muddy, gross, disgusting creatures, and having ducks living with my chickens was a terrible thing. And like 4 years ago, the male duck would try to attack my female hens. It would try to breed them, which is quite dangerous for the hens, and it would do a bunch of other stuff that was like pretty bad. And so I actually ended up having to rehome them after a year. So actually I did do that. But now what I've done to, as I said before, like the setup is probably harder than the taking care of them part. So what I did for my ducks now is I got a separate run. So I have one run for all my chickens to live in, and then a separate run for my ducks to live in. And now that my ducks and geese live together away from the chickens, it's actually so much easier to take care of them now, because like previously when the ducks were living in the chicken coop, the ducks and the chickens would get into fights with each other. The ducks, they drink a lot of water and make a huge mess, whereas the chickens are much cleaner. Ducks eat the grass and turn the grass into absolutely like mud, like they destroy the grass, they destroy the trees, everything like that. Since the geese are out of my chicken run now, my chicken run, for the first time in a while, started growing longer grass, and the trees started like new shrubs, new saplings that are growing out of the ground were actually surviving on their own and weren't getting immediately decimated by the geese. So it's like, wow, that's crazy, you know, that's pretty cool. But oh dang, now it's too sunny. The sun's come out and I can barely read the chat. But yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'll read chat again in just a little moment. I'm just gonna go back to the geese, and or actually not the geese are. The ducks are enjoying eating their cobs of corn. The geese are enjoying flopping around in their pond. Like there's Echo, the little ragamuffin in her tiny little pond. Oh yeah, there you go. You can see she flops out there, very cute. But here in the shed, I want to show you the ducks. The ducks, they lay eggs there sometimes. Sometimes they lay them against the back wall there. But this is where they've been laying them right now. And you can see when I go down here, oh, hello MP player, I just saw you in chat. Hello, greetings. Look at this. Look at the size of that duck egg. That thing's massive. Like that, honestly, that looks like a goose egg. That looks like because I have 4 new female geese. That thing right there, that looks like, you could very much imagine that being a brand new goose egg. That's not, that's a duck egg. And also I need to change the bedding out here because it's currently, I have way too much bedding in here. That's another duck egg. I think that must be a first duck egg because look how thin it is. That's such a silly little duck egg. So those are 2 duck eggs. And then I go in here, oh, yep, right there, there's a 3rd duck egg. But yeah, look at those. So that's a normal sized jumbo pekin duck egg. Or no, actually this is kind of small for jumbo pekin. This is basically like a little larger than a chicken egg maybe. Then that one's a really weird egg. And then this is a absolutely massive egg. And this is a double yolk duck egg. And one of my ducks has been laying these every single day. Like actually every single day, which is pretty crazy. Like, yeah, because I noticed I got one of these yesterday. I got one of these the day before yesterday. I think, actually, no, I think in like the last 5 days, I've gotten like 4 of them or something. So it's like, yeah, that's crazy. So like, I don't know really, how much would you, how much can you charge for a comically large duck egg? I don't know. People don't buy duck eggs recently, but I found one of my, or normally people don't buy duck eggs. I found one of my regulars who buys chicken eggs wants to buy duck eggs when they want to pay more than they want to pay for chicken eggs. That's a yay moment because I have 6 ducks who are laying I have 6 ducks, 5 of which are girls. So I have 5 duck eggs. I could potentially get 5 duck eggs a day. So that's like 3 cartons a week or something like that. So that means probably I won't get that many, but if I do, this person will probably take most of them. So that's a really good thing. But even then, these gigantic duck eggs are like, I don't know what to do with the really big ones. Like those are a bit big. Yeah, that's really cool. Let's see, I've been streaming for nearly 70 minutes now. The viewership's going down. I think I need to go back to the chickens and show off the chickens a little bit more and just relax. But basically, yeah, for updates from the flock, I think that was yeah, the ducks are very happy. The ducks are quite healthy. They're laying massive eggs. The geese are all doing well. They're getting more friendly now than they used to, which is like good, but they're still not there yet. So I need to get them more addicted to corn, and then I can feed them more of that, and then they will want to hang out with me more. Oh, my dang tripods. I need an easier tripod to use. These really cheap tripods like online are great. But they're basically held together at this point just with super glue and hopes and dreams. So they're not the best. I don't know. It's kind of funny. I've always been somebody who enjoys buying cheap stuff and then fixing it up. Like, I hate like the fast consumerism nonsense where you like buy stuff and then throw it out immediately. I think that's kind of very wasteful. I buy the cheap stuff and then I fix it. Like this coat, as I said before, I got this for $5 from like a secondhand store, and I've sewed an extra button so it's worked better. I fixed it. I've like sewed it up in a bunch of spots, and it works way better now than it ever did before. Same thing with my tripod. I've cut off pieces, put new pieces on, glued it up, and it works pretty good. I'm happy about that. Vixen, sorry you had a customer, but you're back now. Welcome back. So I guess you're listening to my stream while you're at work with customers. I remember I had one of my friends who we'd talk on Discord while they worked at like a chemical plant or something like that in a white collar job section where it's like, I don't remember what it was, but it was basically like something similar where they'd talk to people on Discord in between doing the like things they needed to do because they only had a certain number of tasks they had to do per day, and they did all of them. So the boss would get upset at you if you didn't look busy. So you just talk on Discord. So you'd be like, yeah, I'm filling in the time. I don't know. But yes, hello MP player. You hate consumerism. Just use the hat it came in. What? I don't know what that means. Use the hat, but yeah. What else is being said here? I think I'll go up and look at some of the earlier chat messages once I sit down, but I'm not really sure about what to do right now. I don't know. Forgive me for running out of ideas with these streams. I never really, because these streams aren't like big money makers or anything like that. I just do them for fun. And I usually, my only ideas I have while starting the stream is roughly something along the lines of, if I have a broody hen, I'll show you my broody hen. If my ducks are laying cool eggs, I'll show off the duck eggs. I'll feed them all corn. And that's basically it. Other than that, it's just chatting. Secret eggs, like real Easter eggs. Oh yeah, the ducks do lay secret eggs. They lay them inside the coop sometimes. Sometimes they lay them outside the coop. Sometimes they lay them in a pile of mud, in a pile of feathers. Like, my run outside is not like that big. Like, it's big enough for them to have plenty of space to run around in, but not much space for them to hide in. It's like, what is it? It's like 32 feet by 32 feet. So it's probably the smallest run I'd recommend for the amount of geese I have. For them to be like happy with the amount of space they have. It's big enough for them to get plenty of air, but not big enough for them to not kill all the grass. They've killed basically all the grass in here. So that's like, yeah, that sucks, but oh well. I think hopefully next spring they'll get a little bit more grass, but yeah. They do, it is an Easter egg hunt every day when I come down here looking for eggs. And even with the chickens, like, the chicken coop, there aren't many places they can hide their eggs, and yet every now and then I still find them when they like laid an egg underneath the coop somewhere, and it's like, whoa, like about a week ago I found, or no, like 2 weeks ago I found like 6 eggs underneath there, and I had to throw them out because I didn't know how long they'd been there. Noah Kyle, you had a small chicken hatch you had one of your small chickens hatch 4 baby chicks. Congrats, man. It reminds me of like Peanut. You know, even a really tiny chicken can fit a lot of chicks underneath them. Like Peanut, she was sitting on 7 geese eggs. She was sitting on 7 geese eggs. 4 of them were infertile. 1 of them died after hatching, but 2 of them lived and are really healthy now. But like, yeah, like she like this tiny little, she was a bantam, and she successfully incubated over top of 7 geese eggs. And a previous time, one of my large hens sat on like 12 geese eggs, like an absolutely crazy amount. Like these chickens, they might be tiny, but they are powerful, powerful creatures. MP player, you say the jar. Oh yeah, just use the jar. Use the jars. Keep using jars. Yep. Dear. Hello, PB&J. Greetings. You're helping your mother in the garden. You're eating and everything like that. Well, welcome to the stream. Hopefully, it was good food you're eating. Okay, now let me move out here, and you'll hear all the geese honking at me and go past. They they love to honk. Ooh. Oh, I got to show you the peacock. As earlier, like when I was talking about them sunbathing, let me just, oh, right through the fence. Look at that right there. He's sitting out in the sun. He's like, the sun's just come out, and because it's a cold day, he just jumps into a big dirt pit and is just sunbathing on the side. He is such a pretty, pretty guy. Absolutely beautiful. And the chickens used to peck at him a little bit. When he was younger, they used to try pecking at him, and then we just put him within the geese for a little bit to get away from the chickens, to stop them from attacking him. And all of a sudden, they don't really attack him anymore, which is pretty good. I'm not sure if we could do something similar with the chickens, like some way to break their habitual attacking each other, pecking at each other. Because like, we'd have to isolate them by themselves from each other for periods of time to stop them from actually pecking each other. And that's not feasible. I could not do that. I don't have the space. I don't have the resources. So I don't know, maybe I can try something else. Let me check. Do I have any more corn left? I do not. Oh, I have like 4 kernels of corn in the bottom of the container that just fell there. So I'll feed some of those to the chickens too. Delicious. Yeah, MP, when he was sitting in the sun like that, when he sits in the sun, he glows so brightly. He is incredibly shiny because he has all those lovely iridescent feathers. Apparently with chickens, with roosters, the blue iridescence, like the peacock, how his neck was blue. With chickens, that blue is considered very good. People really want the chickens that have blue iridescence, or roosters with blue iridescence. But then there's also purple iridescence, where they have a purple shine to them. Apparently the purple is a bad breed trait. You don't want your roosters to be purple, but you want them to be blue. I personally don't care one way or the other. If like I can get a bird that's shiny, I'll get a bird that's shiny because that's cool. Oh, he's such a big, powerful chicken. Just watching, or big, powerful peacock, because he's not really a chicken. He acts like a chicken in a lot of ways. Like he has a he looks like a chicken. He walks around like a chicken. He has feet like a chicken, spurs like a chicken. He's basically a chicken in every way, other than how he like does his breeding displays, because the chickens, they don't really do breeding displays. They do their little shuffle where they shake their wings and scrape it against their feet, whereas a peacock, you know, puffs up his tail feather, which is much cooler. No, Kyle, what happened to Blackspot, my old rooster? Blackspot, my old rooster, Blackspot and Houdini, which were my 2 roosters, they were really good friends with each other, and they like didn't really get into any sort of issues for the first, like, I think maybe 2 years, or no, probably only the first year I had them. I feel like I've had them so much longer than I did, but my chickens, I've only had them for 4 years, so it's like I really haven't had them that long. But it was like Blackspot and Houdini were pretty good together. Like they never got in many fights, because Houdini would peck at Blackspot and put Blackspot in his position, in his place, like in the pecking order. Houdini was up here, Blackspot was below him. But Blackspot was a much larger rooster, and so the issue was you have a smaller rooster dominant over a larger rooster. Eventually, those the pecking order is going to swap around, and the big rooster is going to decide, hey, I'm bigger, I'm stronger. Why aren't I the top rooster? And that's exactly what was happening. So they were starting to get like really aggressive to each other, and I didn't want them to get seriously injured, so I just had to rehome them. But that's just like how it works out sometimes. PB&J, you sprayed a plant with some homemade aphid killer. You have a bunch of aphids on it. Oh, yeah. You sprayed too much on the plant, so the plant also was going into shock too. Oh, yeah. I think with aphids, usually a good thing to, I think soapy salt water apparently is like pretty good at dealing with aphids if you have like the right salt. And if you use it, should be non-toxic to the plant, usually. I usually don't like any sort of chemical pesticides or herbicides or anything like that, because if it's toxic to the aphids, it could be toxic to you too. So I usually always like to shy on, be more cautious when using these sort of things. Let's see, we have a piece of corn in there. Oh, one more corn nugget in the pot. A little piece of corn there, and one more piece. So this is the last of the corn we have. We have, yeah, very little corn left, but just a tiny little bit. Tiffany Smith, you have a hen with 2-week-old chicks, and you have another hen who's going broody. You're gonna let her hatch out some eggs? Oh, awesome. Yeah, if you could get some of those baby Turkins, that would be really, really cool. I love the Turkins. They are so, as I said before, I like chickens that are silly looking, chickens that are either really cute or really ugly. And Turkins are that perfect balance between cute and ugly. Like they are naked neck chickens. They look so silly, and I absolutely love that. Biggest thing I like about them is apparently they're really good brooders, and like, because I had a Turkin in the past who was a really, really good brooder. Tiffany, I think you remember, I think you saw the video where it was the Turkin who was hatching out the baby geese, I think. That was the one I'm talking about here. But like, you know, she was such a good brooder. And yeah, they're, as I said, yeah, it's like when they're broody like that, that really makes me get more like attached to them, especially like with my baby chickens, the young ones like this that don't really have much personality, because like they're just, I got too many of them at the same time, so they didn't really have a chance to be unique. It was a story what happened with one of my Rhode Island Reds. Oh, thank you so much for the $5, Tiffany Smith. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go put your name on the board. Oh my goodness, chicken pooped on my hand. Ugh. Dang chicken. I'll go put your name on the board inside later. Thank you very much. You just get that off. Oof. Ugh. Oh, it's terrible. Now $5 for the bags of frozen corn I use. It usually, like, those things are quite expensive. But Walmart was selling half-priced corn cobs the other day. I think they're usually like 50 cents a corn cob. And then since it was later in the season, they went down to 30 cents. And then because a bunch of them were starting to go bad, they were 15 cents each, which in Canada, our food is like getting quite expensive. You know, we have quite bad inflation for food. Oh. So like, yeah, 15 cents for a corn cob would be awesome. Sadly, they're gone now. That is like the biggest tragedy of all time. I wish they had infinite 15-cent corn cobs, like, because I need to become friends with a corn farmer, find somebody who grows all the corn, and then ask them, hey man, you know, can I just have a bunch of corn? Because if you buy corn at like wholesale price directly from a farmer, obviously it's not worth their time to deal with a small guy like me who only needs like at most like 100 cobs or something like that. But that would be so cool. Like, you just gotta imagine, like, these people, like, if you buy wholesale corn, you can get it at a great price. I'm not feeding you. Okay, I'll feed you one little nugget of corn, one little nugget, but you gotta look into the camera, and oh, I was moving the tripod, you just ate it. Okay, that's enough. You, no respect. Okay, I've only 2 nuggets of corn left. I'll give one to, oh, you haven't jumped on me much, poor. Here's Luna. Okay, Luna, here. Oh, no, right to the side, right up there. There you go. Oh, and she knocked it out of my hand and dropped it on the ground, and one of the leghorns ate it. Okay, that's, yeah. Okay, and your feet were dirty. Ooh. Dang chickens. I'll feed this last piece of corn to Peanut. I just need to find Peanut. Peanut. Oh, wait, no, that's one of the rocks. I have to go get the corn for Peanut. Peanut. Where's my Peanut? Okay, I don't. Oh wait. Oh, Houdini. Oh, hey, Houdini found one of the pieces of corn on the ground and fed it to the girl who dropped it earlier. That's nice. He's a very good rooster. When he finds a little piece of corn on the ground, he picks it up and just, you know, makes a little bit of noise until some of the other chickens eat it. Where's Peanut? No, not here. I think she's probably gone underneath the coop. Dang chicken. What else is here? Hens really want corn. Yeah, all the hens want corn. I have only a single tiny little nugget. You can see there, a tiny little nugget. And the hens will all still follow me around because they just want that tiny little piece. Just a little piece, that's all they want. Dear. Hello, penguin, greetings. Vixen, your partner is a friend who raises quail, and quail scare you. They're very small, and they can slip out of fences and stuff and get lost easily. Oh, yeah. I love quail. Quails are so tiny and cute, But just in my flock, I don't think they'd do very well because I think they're probably a bit too small. They might be at risk of like, just as you said, like getting lost, disappearing. My biggest concern is that they could accidentally get crushed by one of the other chickens jumping on them. I need to find my peanut. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much room. Oh, I found her now. Yeah, because I was gonna say there's not much room where she could go missing. She has to like just be hiding in one of like only a couple spots. So let me zoom out and go underneath here and say, Peanut, Peanut, where's Peanut? Oh, there's Peanut, 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 come here, Peanut, Peanut, I have corn, Peanut, corn. Nope, not you, Sushi. Peanut, Peanut, no. I need a peanut. She's underneath. I can smell you. I can smell you. Come on out here, Peanut. 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 Here, Peanut. 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 Corn. 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 No. No. Not for you. Not for you. Peanut. No. Peanut. As I said before, she likes to hide from the other chickens, which is why she goes down in spots like that. No. 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 Not for you. Peanut. 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 No. No. Let me just chuck it down. There you go. No, no! Oh, Blackie got it. Oh, well, poor Peanut. She didn't get the corn after all. Poor little Peanut. Vixen, you have a goal of trying to raise all the different kinds of birds so people can see you in the fence walking with an emu. Oh, yeah, emus would be cool. Emus and ostriches are so cool. And again, it's like the same thing with quails, is that they wouldn't live well with my current flock. With quails, they'd probably get trampled on by the geese or by the chickens or whatever. Emus, they would trample everything. Like poor little Peanut already gets accidentally stood on every now and then. Like when the geese and chickens used to live together, they're separate now. But when they used to live together, Peanut would sometimes get stomped on by the geese. Like when the geese would be like stampeding, they'd accidentally stomp on her and she'd be like, "Burr!" But like the geese were just big, just barely small enough they wouldn't permanently injure her, and they also wouldn't like stomp her directly. They'd like sort of like trample her and like knock her to the side, and she'd always be like a little upset, but she was always, like she never got hurt by it because she never got like directly stood on. An emu, that thing would really absolutely smush your that thing would absolutely smush your chickens. Your local emu farm got rid of their emus, so you don't have any, so there's no emus around. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. It's pretty sad. But yeah, poor little Peanut didn't get any corn. But she got some corn earlier when I was feeding them the first time, so she'll be right. Here, let me grab my markers so I can, actually, I'm just gonna check on my phone if I've given out my free memberships for this month. I'm pretty sure last stream, the one I did like 2 weeks ago, I gave out the free memberships. I just can't remember. Let me get this in here. Also, I was thinking, I'm not gonna be able to get the new phone this year. I don't need it. I got an iPhone 16, so I'm not gonna be able to get the 17. But the reason I'm saying that is currently the iPhone, the current one I'm using, the 16, the front camera, the camera that I'm currently looking on, has a sensor that's that shape, which is only good for vertical. So if I want to do horizontal, I got to switch my phone sideways. But the new camera, the new 17, the iPhone 17, has a square sensor like that. And so it crops it to be rectangular or crops it to be vertical. Or sorry, crops it to be vertical or horizontal. And YouTube has a new feature where they're trying to do vertical and horizontal streams, where you have a single stream where it's a square stream that will be cropped to either horizontal or vertical depending on who's watching it, and like so people can choose to watch either vertical or horizontal, and that is so cool. So I don't have access to this feature yet. I might get access to it eventually. If I do, whichever one isn't my main one is going to be pretty like poor quality, because if I'm streaming vertical and then the horizontal one will be a vertical stream cropped to horizontal, that's not going to be very good quality. But like, yeah, it's like that's goals for the future. So maybe in like in a little while you'll have that feature on YouTube where you can watch streams in whichever way you want. That sounds pretty cool. Vixen, you're okay with your two of your hens remaining broody because they're inside their boxes and the other chickens tend to lay in the other boxes instead of hiding them? The chickens lay inside the boxes with the broody hens instead of hiding them. That's actually really funny. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I know people who will put like, oh my goodness, the peacock's displaying. He's shaking his tail feathers. Ooh, there you go. Oh wait, no, he was looking at me, and now because you can see he's displaying at the rooster, so he has his tail feathers up. But the problem is he doesn't have any of those really. He doesn't have many of the really pretty shiny feathers. He mostly has like the very regular feathers. Come on. No, don't stop. You're pretty. No. Oh. Oh, is he gonna do it? Oh yeah, look at that. Look, he's shaking his tail feathers. And he's not even shaking, like if you, like I can zoom out, you can see there's not even any chickens around. He's just doing it because he's I don't know, he's just trying to cast a net and see if anyone's interested. I don't know, but yeah, look at that. Ooh, he's shaking his little butt shaker. He has such beautiful tail feathers. And I'd love to show you what this looks like from the front. The problem is peacocks, they will do it from the front sometimes, but I find he only like does it away, like while looking away from me. He never actually shakes his feathers towards me. He always shakes his feathers away from me, which is really, really weird. I don't know why. I'm not sure whether it's like, because I don't know, because it could be like shaking their tail feathers like this could be a dominance thing, because it's not necessarily just a breeding display. It could be a dominance thing. It's possible he's trying to show, I'm better than you. Look at my big tail feathers. But he also shakes towards the He always shakes towards the chickens, or like, you know, directly perpendicular to them. But he always shakes away from me. Oh, I gotta show you this. This is really, really cute. Where is? I just gotta zoom up. Oh, right there. There's a chicken eating some food, and right over there, there's the peacock displaying at the chicken. Look at him. He has his feathers primed. He's shaking. And she, oh, where, nope, she's right over there. There you go, now I can see him from the front. Yeah, none of the chickens care. None of them pay attention to him. He just goes there and shakes. Yeah, you can see he does his little shake, does his little 360 rotate. He's fluffing up his butt feathers. He has his tail feathers directly to the sky, you know, jiggles them a little bit. And the chicken, not even interested, not looking at all. But yeah, it's kind of funny. I really need to get him another girl at some point in time. I need to get him like a female peacock. The problem is I'm just not sure if I'll be living here for very long, like for like how long I'm going to be living here for. So the problem is peacocks, if I get a girl, that's just another bird I'd have to like eventually try selling if I ever have to move, or try finding a friend to take care of it. And that's you know, not the easiest thing, but oh well. It's just I'll have to consider next spring. It's too late this year. Next spring, I might have to get him a girlfriend, because he's definitely looking like he needs a girlfriend, because he displays to the chickens, he displays to the geese, he displays to anyone willing to watch. But yeah, he's very, very fluffy. MP, you'd also do it for no reason if you had the feathers like that. Yeah. It's funny. Whenever I used to see him puffing up towards the ducks, I always was afraid he was wanting to like attack them, like he was getting aggressive, like it was an aggressive thing. Or if it was like a mating display, he'd be like, you know, trying to breed them or whatever, which would be like dangerous to them. But no, that wasn't ever it. Like he never, when I had to put him in isolation in the duck run, he never tried breeding any of the ducks. He never tried attacking them. He just minded his own business. Yeah, which was really funny. Oh, I can look outside and see just like birds flapping around. But let me see. Here's let me just get this up. No, I just gotta get. Ow. Tiffany Smith donated the. Oh, nope. Oh dear, my stream was nearly closed. Tiffany Smith, you donated the $5. I'm gonna put your name on the board. I'll give you a green, I guess. You look green. You look like a green to me, unless, actually, what color do you want? These are the colors available. It's like a green, pink, red, purplish, orange, and a blue. The purplish, reddish, and pinkish are all kind of just, kind of those colors. Like none of them are very accurate. They're like they're cheap dry erase markers. They're pretty old. You know, I need a chicken. I need a chicken on my shoulder for the retention, even though I think it's probably too late in the stream to need to worry about retention. It's probably always a good thing to do is have something up here, just so people don't mistake me for a just chatting streamer. I'm not a just chatting streamer. I'm a just chatting IRL farm streamer. Much more, I don't know, I was gonna say it's more like credible or more like honorable. I don't think either of those are true. Oh well. Josh, your geese are starting to lay eggs soon. Oh, congratulations, Josh. That's big. That's really cool. Yeah, like my geese, they only lay eggs usually in spring, but that's when they're adults. When they're adults, they only lay eggs in spring. When they're babies, or I'm not like, 'cause like the baby chickens, they started laying eggs in fall and then laid all winter long. And that's what my ducks are doing. My ducks are laying in fall. Like right now it's fall. They just started laying. They'll probably lay all winter if I'm lucky. Who's making that noise? One of them's clucking away down there. But yeah, like yeah, they laid all, like my chickens laid all winter for their first year of like laying. The ducks might do the same, but geese, I have no clue. I have no clue if the geese are gonna lay a bunch of eggs like in the winter or whether they're gonna not lay until next spring. I'll just have to wait and see. It's pretty interesting. Vixen, that leg ring is different than the ones around here. It's really thin. Oh yeah, they're just really thin colored plastic leg rings. Like I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if they were like 3D printing filament that they just like heated up and then rolled into a coil and then cut them into like little bands like that. That's probably the easiest way to do it. I'm not sure though. The wattles are the most wattleless wattles you've ever seen. Oh yeah, the little leghorns here. They have leghorns are your stereotypical chickens. They have your stereotypical wattles, your stereotypical combs. If you ever see a chicken in like a movie or a video game or art, chances are its face looks exactly like this. You got the big comb, the big wattles. That's it there. Oh, hello, Tiffany Smith. You're back again. Yeah, I was asking. Which of the colors of markers did you want? We have a few colors available. You want a red, a blue, orange, a green, something like that? I'm not sure because I was going to just put your name on the board. I think your name is still there from last time. You can see it right there, but it's quite worn out because chickens flap their wings, smack into it, and wipe stuff off over time. The coop is so loud because you have all the chickens wanting to lay eggs and they're singing their egg song. Their egg song is where they go cluck 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 because they do it. It's just a social thing, as I said before. Chickens are very social. Almost everything they do is for social reasons. When they cluck before laying an egg, it's to tell all the other chickens, I'm being a productive member of society. Noah, your small chicken is broody like Peanut is. Ooh, hopefully you can get them some babies or anything like that. Hopefully you can get them something to hatch. And just remember, whenever you have a broody hen, always make sure they're able to get out of the nest at least once a day. Make sure they're eating and drinking well. Like, if you check on your chickens at nighttime in the evening, you should feel their little crops, which are their little food sacks. Get out of my markers. You should check on their like crops, their little food sacks, your broody hen. Just make sure they have been eating enough, just because broody hens can sometimes not eat. And if they're really, really dedicated broody hens, they could actually end up starving themselves by trying to brood on eggs. So it's always important to make sure they're eating properly and to either have them hatch eggs or break their brood after a little while. Fabs say, who needs a parrot when you got chickens on your shoulder? Chickens are probably a better pet than parrots, just because parrots live a long, long time and are much harder to take care of and are much more expensive too. If you want a talking bird that sits on your shoulder, buy a chicken. You'll never stop hearing them go, cluck, 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 cluck. Better yet, buy a rooster. You want a talking bird that sits on your shoulder? Buy a rooster. It'll cock-a-doodle-doo nonstop. You'll go deaf in your ear on that side, but man, you'll be able to say, I have the talking bird. He says, ah! And he says it really well and repeatedly, nonstop. He wants to make sure that people hear he was the one who said, ah! Okay, Tiffany Smith, I'm just going to give you a green. Up here, this... at least he's not inside. When he comes inside and echo, like cock-a-doodle-doos, it echoes through the entire coop, and it's so loud. I go here. Tiffany Smith. There you go, Tiffany Smith. Right there. Oh, that looks like an L. I don't know. Let me just thicken that line a little bit. Oh, no, that's. Oh, the more I do it, the worse it gets. Oh, I should stop freehanding that. There you go. You get a very big exclamation mark. Hopefully that works. Oh, these markers are also incredibly brittle. They keep cracking. I've lost probably half of them because the plastic cracks and then they dry out. So I'm just gonna say, oops, pretend that's not a big deal. But yeah, it's basically done with the markers. I'm just gonna, let me see, who else is, anyone doing anything interesting in here right now? No. We have a few hens laying eggs, a few hens in the box. One's like, oh, still way too zoomed in. One's like this girl right here. Hello, fluffy little baby. You're a little screechy. It's funny. They screech a little bit because they don't like me going near them. But then you can see when I pet them like this, they are, when I pet them like this, they stop screeching because they are very friendly. They're very used to me. They just screech because that's their initial reaction is, I'm being disturbed while I'm laying an egg. I'm going to screech. And then they realize, oh, wait, no, it's just this guy. This guy's, you know, he's not going to hurt me or anything. So I'll just ignore him and hopefully he'll go away. That's what they think is just ignore him, you know, just close your eyes and he'll go away. Boop, 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 boop. Very silly little thing. Okay. Are you behind in chat, Tiffany? Don't worry if you're behind in chat, or sorry, if you're behind on the stream. Yeah, YouTube does that on the horizontal live streams. It's really nice. If you fall behind, it has the little thing saying, you know, falling behind in chat. You want to click this button to go live, or falling behind on stream? Falling behind on stream. Sorry, I'm streaming. I type out chat, but you're watching the stream. If you fall behind on stream on a vertical one, it'll tell you want to catch back up again. It does not do that for vertical ones. Horizontal one, vertical. I'm sorry. Words are challenging sometimes. Noah, Kyle, your small chicken does that too, where they just sort of cluck a little bit and then just sit there and stare at you. Ah, well, that's okay. Vixen, she'd accept nothing less than the judge. She didn't bring her snacks. Oh, yeah. Yep. Your chicken needs, you lured your mama hen out of her nest with chips so she gets some exercise and a snack. Oh, that's probably a good thing to do. That's probably a good way to do it, lure them out with snacks. For me, I just usually, like for me with Peanut, I'd usually just kick her out of the box because if you don't have a very good broody hen, like if your broody hen isn't very strong hormones or something like that, if you kick them out of the box, it might just be enough to break their brood. But one like Peanut just, she will not give up brooding. She just broods so hard. So I can actually like pick her up, hold her, put her outside of the box, and she'll, you know, do all like the poop, eat food, drink water, everything like that, and she'll go back inside. And she always goes back inside very quickly so she can keep sitting on her eggs. Like, she's really good. So yeah, so I guess it all depends on your broody hen. Because like for some broody hens, a really good way to break their brood, if you need to break their brood, is the ice pack. I found giving them an ice pack works really well and is less stressful than broody prison. Broody prison is really the only surefire way to make sure that the hardest brooders will eventually stop brooding. Like Peanut, when she's been really bad, I've given her broody prison. When the geese go broody and I can't let them hatch eggs, I also give them broody prison, where you put them in the prison and then put them in the prison all afternoon and then kick them outside so that they can go kick them outside somewhere where they can't access a nest at all, so that way they can go outside to eat and drink and get some, you know, stretch their legs and everything like that. But I've also learned another good way to break a broody hen's brood is a lot of people recommend putting them in cold water. I don't like that because putting your hens in cold water is incredibly stressful, but the cold water actually does help break the brood more effectively than ice alone does. So what I learned is if you get a Ziploc sandwich bag, or like one of the really large freezer bags, one of the ones that size, you fill it with ice, wrap it in a towel, put that underneath your chickens, like you zip the top shut, it will leak, but it leaks very slowly. So the chicken starts off by sitting on a cold bag of ice and then slowly gets a little bit more wet and then a little bit more wet, but it's not gonna soak the entire chicken. Like, it won't soak their top feathers or their side feathers or their head. It'll only get their belly like a little bit damp and their feet a little bit damp, but then that just makes it so they can get a little bit colder. And that is, like, I found that's really helpful when it's like during summertime, when it's hot outside. That can actually help break their brood of the really, really stubborn hens, and is faster and less traumatizing than broody prison. But also, if it's like cold weather, you'd never want to do that anyways. I don't recommend using the ice pack in cold weather because you could give them frostbite or like a bunch of other conditions. Like, you always got to make sure it's not too cold. Yes, I picked green. I don't know. It's kind of funny. I was looking at chat. I was behind on chat, and for some reason, it kept going further and further back up the chat log instead of going to the newer ones. It's weird. Green's great. Okay, lovely. Vixen, your mama chick brewed inside your house next to your bed, and you have to lure her out with a snack. Oh, yeah, no, I already read that. Yeah. Hello, Tori. Greetings. Welcome back to the stream. I'm right near the end of the stream, and I don't really have... Oh, hello, MP. You're finally here. Wait, you're finally... What? Hi here, finally? Oh, I see. I see. You're doing a funny joke there. Oh, you consider yourself a comedian. A joke. Chat, I need that joke rate. I need somebody to rate that joke. Is that a good joke or a bad joke? I need somebody to rate that joke. I need a chicken too, because I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit longer, just because I'm enjoying sitting here. It's nice and relaxing. Like when I was out camping, it was kind of funny. It was like so cold in the mornings, and the only way I could heat up was I had to, like, you know, you have to turn on the stove, start cooking food, eat food, and you'd be wearing like this really thick coat like this. And then it wouldn't be until the sun was up for several hours where it'd actually start getting warm enough that you could actually start taking off your coat. But it was cold. But like out here at the Coop, I had breakfast in the morning, nice hot breakfast, came out here with my warm clothes on, and it's gone from between really cold to just a little cold. So that's, you know, tolerable. It was, you know, I really did like it when I was camping, because when you're camping, the cold weather is not as bad because it's like you're camping. But when you're at home and it's cold, it's just like, oh, that's not very interesting. That's a bit uninspired. But yes, it was a dad joke. Hair dog, do I wear the red to be a rooster? The main reason why I wear the red bandana is just because it goes with my red plaid shirt, because it looks kind of country-like. It's sort of a bit of a combined aesthetic. And I was talking earlier in the stream about how when I first started streaming, I'd get a bunch of comments from different people. Because like when you're new to YouTube, your videos are recommended to a wide variety of people, like a wide audience, who might not necessarily like your stuff. So when I first started streaming, I'd get a bunch of trolls. I'd get a bunch of people saying, oh, you're wearing red. Are you like a gang member or something like that? And then over time, my audience has now been refined down to being farmers, like, which is a much more apt audience. And so I no longer get those sort of comments anymore. But yeah, it's like, why is it red? Just because red's a very common bandana color for like country people. Like if you ever think of your cowboys with your, you know, red bandana. I need a chicken. You, chicken, sit there now. There you go. Wow, you're fat. You're a very chubby chicken. Hello, girl. It's kind of funny. Some of the chickens are very chubby. Some of them are very thin. Like the Leghorns are very thin. The Polishes are very thin. Which other ones are thin? Peanut's thin, obviously, because she's tiny. A few of them are quite thin. Especially like most egg-laying birds are quite thin. They don't have much meat on them because they're just meant for eggs. But ones like this girl's a hybrid layer. So that means she's good for eggs or meat. For me, she's just a pet, but she's still like quite fat. She, you know, she's chunky, she's very heavy, she's very round. Hey, don't jump. I'm sorry I was insulting you. You don't have to leave. Oh, dear. Yeah, she didn't like being insulted. Ooh, oh, the rooster's at my feet. Let me just show you this. Hey, look at that. It's kind of funny. He doesn't like being super close to me because I often try to pick him up, but he's still comfortable enough being with me to just sit at my feet like that. Like, you see? Also, he only has a single tail feather left because he was molting and regrowing new ones, and the other hens were eating a lot of his new feathers as they were growing in. But you can see around his neck there, he has a bunch of pin feathers, which is where he's regrowing them. So I'll have to see if he can actually grow in new feathers or if he's going to be a bit bald. But yeah, it's really funny. He's just happy to sit near my feet because I think the reason why he's doing it, he's sitting near my feet, is to keep watch on me because he doesn't really like me. He's comfortable enough being near me. He's not scared of me, but I'm pretty sure he does it so that way he can keep an eye on me because he likes to make sure he keeps an eye on me. Say, oh, you know, this big farm, I got to make sure they stay away from my hens because I'm the top rooster. I'm the big chicken. So I need to, you know, keep a watch on everybody. He's a silly little thing. What else is said here? Sometimes you just gotta sneak up on your rooster and crow at him when you least expect it. Oh, exactly. If your rooster is very aggressive to you, you gotta become the rooster. If your rooster is aggressive at you, you gotta like just stand your ground and I don't know. You don't crow at him. Like you can do that. That's funny. Like it's harmless. But like don't ever like if your chicken's attacking you, don't attack it back. But you just gotta like call out its bluff and say, I'm not gonna fall for that. And if your rooster is very, because like basically with chickens, it's the pecking order is if a chicken sees itself as higher in the pecking order than you, it will be aggressive towards you to maintain that position in the pecking order. But if it sees itself as being lower in the pecking order than you, it won't attack you. So it's basically, when I said you got to be the rooster, you don't have like don't be the rooster, whatever that means. That's like means nothing. But you need to be the top chicken. Like if you're if it's like your hens, your bigger hens, your big strong hens, then your big rooster on top. You need to be above it in the pecking order, so they look at you and say, that guy there, I don't have to worry about him because I know he's gonna keep me safe. When he comes down here, I can take a day off. That's what you need. Tori, do I still have Peanut? Yes, I still have Peanut. She's just as tiny as ever and just as scared as ever because she's so small. She's really, she's not skittish, but she keeps a huge distance from all the other chickens. So she's usually quite hard to find because she'll just keep out of the way because all my chickens peck at each other except for Peanut because she's just, she's not near them. She keeps a distance so they can't actually peck her, which is kind of funny. Hello, Jimbo Duke. You love the fit? Thank you very much. It's the I don't know what do you describe this as? The farmer, the country classic. It's because like I don't know. I think it's more more farmer aesthetics than actual farmers. Because I've seen actual farmers. Like I have a few actual farmer friends. They wear like oil and gas overalls with like broken pieces, bits falling off them, stitching coming out. They wear like old jeans. They wear like not muck boots. They wear like just like heavy duty normal boots. I guess that's also because I'm in Canada. There's a lot of oil and gas here, so there's a lot of cheap oil and gas clothing. So a lot of farmers wear it because it's cheap, it's sturdy, it keeps you covered, keeps you safe. Keeps you protected from abrasion, stuff like that. Like I have this because it's a nice thick shirt, keeps me safe from the chickens. But yeah, I think I look kind of farmer. I don't know. I'm not really sure if it's fully farmered. Vixen, you gotta cover your ears or the chickens will try to eat your earlobes. Nah. My chickens used to peck me in the ears, they used to peck me at the eyelids, peck me in the nose, the teeth, everything like that. Though they've stopped that now, which is very nice. They no longer peck at me like that. I just have it covered because again, it is quite cold today. And I have two options. I could either put on like a toque, put on like a full head hat. But the problem is, I like my hair. I have pretty nice hair, it looks good on camera. I think if I cover my hair, it probably would actually affect like my views on like YouTube, because as much as it's nice to say how you look doesn't matter, how you sound doesn't matter. If possible, try to look better and sound better. Like that does help because it's not required, but it does like play some role. Because like I watch some YouTubers who sound really weird or who look really weird or whatever, and most of the time that doesn't matter because they're people who like are interesting and they're cool and they have interesting hobbies or they're knowledgeable or whatever. But I think studies have shown that like looking better does help, but also it's just confidence for me. Having a hair like that, I look cool. I like it. It makes me confident. Tori, your rooster you named Peanut died sadly. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Tori. Do you know what happened? Was it like from a fight with a predator, sickness, other chickens? That's very sad. MP, I think tartan is like the Scottish stuff, right? I'm pretty sure tartan is a specific type of plaid, because I think this is just like regular plaid, because it's just like a thick plaid cotton shirt. I don't know. As I said before, I got it from the thrift store. And also, here's like a big thing. Thrift stores are criminally underrated. Like thrift stores have a really bad reputation of being like lots of garbage at them. Not have being overpriced. Sometimes they're like very overpriced. Sometimes they have a lot of garbage. Sometimes it's a bunch of unsorted stuff. I found like quite the opposite, and especially in modern days, as cost of living and all that sort of stuff has gone up. Thrift stores, there are a lot of like new thrift stores that have like a sort of different a model where instead of just being like a bunch of garbage, they actually have like a few employees. They're ran by charities, so they're not like for profit or anything like that. But like they get in donations and then they sort them through and organize them nicely, like an actual like a department store or something like that. And they have like a really good selection of stuff, but it's still like really affordable. Like I absolutely love shopping at thrift stores because like, as I said, I got this for $5. When I was going to an event, I was going to this cool networking event in the big city where I was meeting with the industry executives at like YouTube and TikTok and Snapchat and like a couple other like corporate groups. I went to a thrift store in the big city, like in a big city, an expensive city. I went to the thrift store and I bought this like really cool like blazer jacket, like this really fancy blazer jacket that looked awesome. And I think I got it for like $15 or something like that. I think it was like $15 because like it was cheap because yeah, it's like it's secondhand. Somebody donated it. It was already cleaned. It was like washed. It was in really good condition. So they can afford to sell it for cheap because they don't have to pay for it. They don't, the costs of the buying the goods from the thrift store only have to go to pay for the cost of having the lights on and the employees and everything like that. And so like it's great value. What? I'm sorry, I'm just looking at chat here. A few other questions. Do roosters molt? Roosters do molt. All chickens molt. All birds actually molt, because like in humans, your hair will just slowly fall out over time and then you'll grow in new hair. Same with your skin. Like if you ever like take a shower and scrub your skin and you notice like little flakes of skin coming off, or especially like if you look at your bed where you've been sleeping, you'll probably find little bits of dead skin all around. Like humans, you shed your skin and your hair constantly. Chickens, they can't do that because their feathers are huge, they're big, and they need them to fly. And like, so they can't just lose one, two every now and then and regrow them. So every spring or fall, depending on like the chickens, depending on the animal, like depending on the bird, they'll lose all their feathers in stages. So at one point they'll lose their wing feathers, and at one point they'll lose their body feathers, and at one point they'll lose their down feathers. And it means that they can get brand new clean feathers, because they groom themselves, so they bite at their feathers to make sure they keep their feathers in. Oh, I was wanting to grab a chicken. They're not near me anymore. I don't have any food, so they have no need to come near me. And the Houdini, the rooster, still back there, still watching me, still keeping an eye on me. But yeah, like with chickens, they can groom their feathers to make them nicer, to like, if their feathers, like if the little breaks in the feathers fall apart, they can groom them to get those back together, make them nicer. But there are some permanent damages to feathers. Things like if they flew and hit it against a rock, it could scrape it, or if it got cut or bit off by a predator or something like that. And so that's why they molt. So all birds will molt at different points in time. Hello, Zoe Bat Zone, greetings. Yeah, Peanut's beautiful and tiny. I'd love to hatch her babies and have like baby Peanuts. I just can't, because of the Merrick's disease, it's like, yeah, because the problem with the Merrick's disease is that most chicken flocks probably have some form of Merrick's disease, and babies are usually vaccinated. So like if you buy baby chickens vaccinated Merrick's disease, they should be pretty safe and are unlikely to die from other Merrick's diseases and stuff like that. But they still can die. Like a vaccinated chicken will have like a 10% death rate or something like that, but unvaccinated chickens can have something like a 50% death rate from Merrick's. And Peanut's babies, if I were to hatch them, they'd be unvaccinated too. So sadly, I only have the one Peanut. If I were a bigger YouTuber, like if I was a bigger creator, one thing I'd probably love to do is get some of Peanut's eggs, because the eggs don't have the virus inside of them. It's only on the outside. So I could potentially like get a bunch of those eggs, clean off the outside, and then give them to somebody else to have them hatch. That would be pretty cool. But it's too much of a liability, you know? It's like, problem with all these sort of things is you're just really big liability. C-Can US05, you say you get in the thrift stores, you're near oil fields and they have a bunch of stained overalls. Yeah, if you want like really good working overalls. Like obviously you're not going to take this on a date. You're not going to wear this to like, you know, your job interview or something like that. But if you're just doing some like work outside, some just like, I don't know, working on the farm, cutting trees, anything that's like muddy, dirty, and you want protection, you can buy those overalls cheap and, you know, get them all different sizes, and like that's perfect. Like as I said, I got this shirt, $5. This has lasted so much better than anything else I've used. Oh yeah, and these pants here too. These are also from the thrift store. I think I paid like 10 bucks for them. They're a really nice pair of jeans. They fit lovely. Before this, I always wore sweatpants. And at the chicken coop, I probably went through like 4 or 5 pairs of sweatpants because I'd have to like kneel down and kneel on the ground to do stuff, and it would like you know like slowly wear through the knees and everything like that. And the chickens, when they'd jump up on my lap, they'd scrape it. Or like when I had to pick up the geese have these big claws, they flap around, they'd catch in the pants and rip it. And then I got these things. I got these like proper jeans. They've not got ripped at all. They're not wearing through at all. Like it's worth it, you know. It's just, if you're doing some messy work outside, yeah, go to the thrift store, buy some secondhand stuff, and make good use out of it. MP, you say overalls and straw hat feels more farmer. Yeah, I think so too. Like I wear bandanas because they're like the stereotypical Wild West farmer, that sort of thing. But no actual farmers wear bandanas anymore. Like that really is, unless you're in like Texas, like maybe in Texas you'll get the bandanas. But up here where I live, as I said, most farmers, they wear oil field overalls. Houdini over there with his one tail feather. Yep, he only has one tail feather left because the chickens plucked out the other ones. Dang rooster, dang hens are so aggressive. They're crazy little things. Hello, uninspired. You're back again. MP, you say you love thrift stores. You've never been to one. Yeah, thrift stores are one of those things where they're really cool, but they are definitely like a Western thing, because like it's a big thing because it's sort of like a counter movement to like all this consumerist stuff where people buy stuff, use it once, then throw it out, or people buy stuff, use it until it gets old, and then they say they want new stuff, so they get rid of it. So like thrift stores are when people have excess stuff, you know, when they have extra clothes, extra goods, they just donate it and then it gets sold on to other people, and like that's pretty cool. But I don't think that sort of stuff could probably exist in other countries that are like some other countries, because I think Canada and America have a huge buying secondhand thing, like a market where instead of selling from people to people or giving away stuff to friends, everything's like, you know, bought and sold over like Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that, or thrift stores. It's kind of funny. I like it. It's cool, but it is probably something that you'd only be able to really get in like Canada. Because yeah, MP player, you live in like, I think Qatar, and I think Qatar has like, I think it has probably not the same like middle class that Canada and America has. So you probably like thrift store or something like that would probably be a bit harder. I know if you go to garage sales, I remember in Canada, a really good thing to do for garage sales is go to the rich neighborhoods. Because a lot of times everyone has garage sales where they sell a bunch of garbage they don't need, a bunch of stuff. If you go to the rich neighborhoods, a lot of times these people, they're not as in need of money, so they just want to get rid of things. So you can oftentimes get nice stuff for better value, and they also have cooler things too. Like that's always good fun, is going to garage sales in the good part of town. Or the other thing is like estate sales are so much fun, and you get so much good value stuff, because estate sales are where like a farmer, like either like they had to move to a different area and they're just selling everything, or your grandparents passed away and you're, you know, selling everything. So you can go out there and there's like tons of old equipment. There's like, I don't know, I guess it's basically just equipment, tools, house stuff, and just all this sort of stuff for great value. I saw a pipe wrench once in a estate sale that was like, I don't know, like very, very big, like probably a meter long, like 3 feet long or something. It was being sold for $5, you know, and I didn't buy it then. That's my biggest regret from any sale I've ever gone to, is I didn't buy the $5 giant pipe wrench. That thing was probably worth $100. But yeah, it's very cool. Oh, I saw a super chat. $5 from C Canned US 05. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go put your name up on the board inside because I have the name where I put the board where I put people's names on it. What color do you want your name in? I have red, blue, pink, green, brown. No, I don't have brown. I had a brown and then it got destroyed, I think. But yeah, thank you so much for the $5, man. I'd grab a chicken to celebrate with, but there are no chickens nearby. They're all hiding. Not for me, from just the weather, because it's cold weather, so they look a little bit unhappy right now. They're trying to keep green. Okay, I'll get you green. Yeah, it's a little bit of cold weather, so they're trying to suck in their legs. Like they're all standing on one leg. We call them the monopods or whatever. I don't remember what we call. No, flamingos. I think that's what it is flamingos. They're all flamingoing. You want green? Okay, I'll give you the green. But yeah, you gonna see that? Chicken on one leg because it's a bit cold, so they just want to sit on. Oh, there you go. And then here's Houdini. Oh no, I startled him. He was also sitting on one leg. Look at those spurs on him. Look at those giant foot spikes. Those things are lethal. Look how big and sharp they are. I'm going to have to trim those at some point in time because those things are crazy. But yeah, I think I'll make a video on that too eventually. I don't know. I just think a lot of my videos I have in the works in the editing software are really complicated. And it's a problem of when all the videos I have are really high effort, really complicated videos, it means I'm not able to edit them easily. They take a long time to edit. I need some simple things to get me back into. The heck was that? Huh? Whoa, what the heck was that? Oh. I forgot I have my other phone here that I was gonna see if I could gift memberships. I completely forgot about that, man. I was going to see if I could gift memberships because you get YouTube gives you 10 free memberships a month, and I think I might have already gifted those. Oh, no wait. Chickens laying an egg. Look how silly they look when they lay an egg. They just puff up their face like, look at that thing. It's just puffed up, and then they start penguining like this. Also, if you ever get an egg-bound hen, I see a lot of people who don't understand what egg binding is. If I ever get an egg-bound chicken, I'll have to make a video like getting rid of the confusion around egg binding. That's what an egg-bound hen looks like. When a hen is egg-bound, they look like they're trying to lay an egg, but they just can't lay it, like it's when it gets stuck. If a hen has an egg who has egg problems further up in their body, when they're not doing this, if a hen were to do this and couldn't lay an egg, it would be egg bound. If a hen has egg problems further up inside its body, that's not egg binding, that's something else like egg peritonitis or whatever, and that needs to be treated differently. Egg binding is actually quite easy to treat if you can identify it. I actually got one of my ducks on, I think it was like the third or fourth time they were laying, they actually got egg bound, and I had to treat it. Sadly, though, I had something I needed to do the next morning, so I couldn't record a video about it, so I couldn't I was quite busy, so I couldn't record a video, but just trying to not show anything. Yeah, chicken, that's what an egg-bound hen looks like. You'll be able to recognize them because they will make this sort of penguin pose. They'll look like they're stressing. They'll make this sounds like they're trying to lay an egg, and then they just won't be able to. But this girl, she lays eggs really well. She's a very good layer. I'm going to show you enough of her. I'll leave her with some privacy now. Okay, you wanted green, man? C Candace. Is that C Canned US 05 or is that C Candace 05? Feel free to tell me how to pronounce that because, ow, I need to put down some weight. Okay, there we go. I just had too much stuff in my hands. Yeah, the flamingo stance is when they're on one foot. Vixen, you say instead of hoot hoot, it's bok bok. What? Oh, wait, no, you're talking about your Rooster spurs still. You're still on that thing. But yeah, see, Candace, I will put your name on the board now with the green. The green, we gave Tiffany Smith the green earlier. So I'll put your name somewhere else so you don't look like you're a part of her. Oh wait, no, sorry, your message you said earlier was chicken coop tour. I read the message out in my head and I never read it out aloud. I'm sorry, I completely, I saw the message, I realized the super chat, and then it completely went out of my mind. I completely forgot that. I will give you the chicken coop tour. Sure thing. Yeah, my apologies for not actually realizing that. Oops. And you said down here it's CC and Us 2005. Okay, I'll put that right here. I'll get, yeah, make sure it's here. CC and Us 2005. There you go. And I'll just give you an outline or underline. Perfect. Just so it looks like one thing. Boom. CC and Us 2005. Thank you so much for the donation. And I'll give you the tour right now. Starting off outside, my chicken coop has I have this deck here. You don't need a deck on your chicken coop. I just have a deck on my chicken coop because it's basically like, I built this thing like it's an actual house. Like, look at the size of that thing. It's quite large. So basically, I have the deck there. I have the door with the window on it. I have windows on the side, like there you can see a window. That's where the chickens come in. I have a ramp for the chickens. It's double wide ramp because this used to be a ramp for the geese to walk up, so it needed to be really wide because the geese would fall off a thin ramp. A really wide ramp like that's also really good for chickens because if a chicken is sick or old or very tired or anything like that, a ramp like that is good for them to not accidentally fall off. Those steps are just for me to come up here. Here I have a barrel. This barrel is filled with sunflower seeds. I have these just because they're a little snack I could throw down for the chickens, and the chickens all enjoy eating them. But yeah, they're just black oil sunflower seeds grown in Canada, grown somewhere in the country. I'm not sure where exactly. So the chickens really love that. Here underneath the chicken coop, I have, that was originally, again, also for the geese. That was where the geese would originally lay their eggs, but the geese have another run now. One of the chickens lays their eggs down here, but this is basically just a space, and also that wall there, I can close that open wall there and close it, but basically this is an area for them to hide if they need to, hide from like predators and everything like that, if there's anything they can go underneath there. On the other side of my chicken coop down there, that's their food. I just feed them a custom ground mix of food. It's oyster shells for calcium, concentrated feed for other sort of nutrients, and then just grains like wheat, barley, rye, oats, peas. That's their water. This here is the this is internet. This is electricity. This is electricity. This is internet at my coop because I have both of those. I had to channel that in, so it's really complicated. And then that wire runs down to the duck coop. Inside, I have lay boxes like this. So I have those lay boxes, two there. You usually only need one lay box per like 5 chickens because they will actually take turns laying in the same box. And you can actually even see this here, even though I have all these lay boxes, one of them is sitting in here. How many eggs are underneath you? 2 eggs underneath you in that box. This box is empty. And this top box up here, which is their favorite, if we look inside of it, look at that, 6 eggs. So you can see 6 eggs means most of them choose to lay in here, and the other boxes, they only lay in if this one's full and they really need to lay an egg, they'll lay in a separate box, like how this girl laid her egg in there. Very good chicken. So that's a very, very good thing. Necktail, you say, remember you? Necktail? Potentially, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I remember you. You say YouTube hid this channel from you for 1 year. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. That really sucks. Yeah, like with my thing, because I make like a lot of shorts and vertical live streams. It's a very a very weird algorithm. It's very complicated. So sometimes you can just be shown them. Sometimes you might not be. It's just like it's pretty random. But so hello, man. Welcome back. Hello, Mighty Oliver. What did you miss? I was just giving a coop tour right now. I was saying is we have like the door, the lay boxes. I have these style roosts. These are extra wide roosts. And a wide roost like this is better for chickens in wintertime because they're less likely to get frostbite. If their feet hang over the side and it's cold, they get frostbite. But a big roost like this means their feet will stay warm. This is especially important for the peacock because he's a lot bigger than a chicken, so he needs the extra space to be safe. The only problem is it does get quite dirty, so I need to scrape it off every now and then. So that's not the best. I have several windows in my chicken coop that I can open for ventilation. Here's the medical kit box. Also, there's the scraper, there's the scissors. Here's my medical kit box where I keep a few essentials for chickens. Vaseline I can put on their combs in wintertime if they're risking frostbite. I can also put that on wounds to keep wounds moist so they don't crack. I have markers for marking eggs and marking wounds and stuff like that. blood clot powder to stop bleeding, stop pick to help prevent cannibalism on wounds, aspirin. I think that was for one of them that was dying. I don't need that anymore. I need to clean this out at some point. That's a massive chicken coop. Fiaz, it's actually like, it's a big chicken coop, but it's not like the biggest chicken coop. The problem is it's a really tall chicken coop. Like you can see, I can jump up. I can't even touch the roof. Oh yeah, that's the light in here. Also, that light, I bought smart light bulbs so I can change the brightness of them. And so that means I can have them brighter or darker depending on what I need. And right now I'm keeping them quite dark because I noticed when I come down to check on the chickens at like in the afternoon after the sun's gone down, and I turn on the light bulb in here so I can look at the chickens to make sure everyone's healthy, make sure no one's bleeding or anything like that, to count them. I realized when I turn on the light bulb, the chickens would jump down off their roofs and they would try like eating stuff off the floor, or they'd see, oh, it's daytime, let me start laying an egg again. Like it would confuse their egg laying cycles and stuff like that. And I think that might have been one of the problems why some of my flock had issues with laying eggs. Not Pepper, she was just weird. Rest in peace. She was just weird. But like, yeah. So what I've done is I've turned these on really low brightness now. So now when I turn them on, when I come down and check on the chickens at nighttime, it's actually dark enough that they don't jump down off the roost anymore. So hopefully they're like, oh, it's a little bit bright here. But that must just be moonlight. You know, it's just moonlight, nothing to lay any eggs over. But yeah, I think that's basically, oh yeah, and then over here is the thermostat that I use for heater, and that's my internet cable, because I have internet down here. It's not the best internet, like not really the best for live streaming. My live streams are still a little crunchy, but I try, like hopefully it's okay. But yeah, this chicken coop is only 8 feet across by 8 feet deep, but it's like 12 feet tall, which is like pretty crazy. Like like if I had a chance to build this chicken coop again, instead of having it upright like this, I'd probably put it on its side, you know, because it is way taller than it needs to be. It probably could have been like half this height and still been comfortable. But yeah, it should have been wider. But yeah, it is what it is. CC and us, you say, you just got me on your feed again after about 3 months. If you haven't seen me on your feed for 3 months, that's probably because in the last 3 months I've only posted one short, I think. I've been having a hiatus from shorts. And so these vertical live streams are really dependent on shorts. So if I post a bunch of shorts, I'll get more views on my live streams. But if I post less shorts, I'll get less views on my live streams. So yeah, so like it kind of sucks like that, but that's probably why it's best to subscribe, because if you subscribe to me, even if you don't watch my videos in the subscription tab, you are more likely to be shown my stuff later in the shorts feed, because YouTube says it's been like 6 months. You haven't watched this guy's videos, but maybe you'd be more interested to because you subscribe for a reason. Maybe, I don't know. What else is here? MP, you say necktail was Andrea. Andrea? Is Andrea. Okay, I think I can click on them. I think I can go to channel activity. Does that show it? Yeah, so you last commented on showing off my new baby geese. You said, oh yeah, okay, so it just shows your last messages. We were talking about Roblox. But yeah. Oh yeah, MP player, the blood clot powder I have up, the blood clot powder I have up there is for when chickens break their toenails, because when they break their toenails, they can bleed a lot. And so basically what blood clot powder is it doesn't clot the blood, but it forms a artificial blood clot. Like, so basically forms like a scab where it reacts with the water and thickens, because you don't want blood clots in your body. That's how you get like a stroke. Like when you get a stroke and like a stroke, that's a blood clot. That's very, very bad. So yeah, so basically it forms an artificial scab, so it basically helps them not bleed too badly, which is really good. Yes, but yes. Hello, La Chica, what's that? La Chica Poderosa, I'm not sure what that is. Greetings. Necktail, you hate the algorithm because YouTube Kids casually bombards your shorts feed. Yeah, the shorts feed is one of those things where I feel I like posting shorts. They're easy to make. They're good for growing an audience. It's very convenient for the creator. But I do think there's probably a little bit of a moral problem with shorts. Like where you can watch an hour of shorts and not feel fulfilled from it, and it's like trying to get people addicted to social media. On that case, I kind of feel like I'm kind of being a part of that, but I'm also not sure if that's like really something that I should need to feel bad about, or if that's like just YouTube's doing it and I'm just like trying to do my own stuff. I'm not sure. Quiet, chicken. Dang, chickens are too loud. What do you say? You're a big fan of chickens? I love the chickens too. I have a bunch of chickens. If you like chickens, there's tons of chickens here. I have a whole bunch of them. They're really, really cool things. Junior buds for feather plucking, you use blue coat. Yeah, blue coat was actually banned where I live because it was a carcinogen. It caused cancer potentially. So yeah, we don't have that anymore. But what I did was I bought quiet. Oh my goodness, all these chickens making noise. I bought Prussian blue. Prussian blue is a no, methylene blue. No, Prussian blue is not. You don't eat that. It's methylene blue. Methylene blue is this stuff. It's a water safe. Sorry, it's a animal safe dye. So you can see if I spray it here. Yeah, see that? It forms a blue coating, and the blue is really good for preventing cannibalism. I actually made a full short about that because the blue covers a red blood, it gets covered by the blue dye, and then it looks purple. And so chickens are really mean. If they see red, like blood, they want to peck at it because that's just what they do. It's part of the pecking order, is if you see a weak bird, you peck at it. But then if you cover it in blue, all of a sudden they look at that and say, that's a weird looking thing you got there, but it doesn't look like a wound, so I'm not going to pick at it. It's kind of funny. Neck tall, why is everybody's profile picture a paperclip? The paperclip is just a protest of internet companies being really off, like evil, because like YouTube has like a bunch of really anti-consumer stuff, and a bunch of other companies have a bunch of anti-consumer stuff. It's basically just the just like a small protest where people are saying, I don't like being treated badly by these companies. And it's like, I can understand that. Yeah, Vixen, that's the egg song, that little thing you're hearing back there where the chickens are making noise. La Chica, you have 27 chickens. Wow, that's a lot of chickens. Also, when I said blue coat causes cancer, it's not a big risk. It's like very, very minor. It's like how drinking alcohol causes a risk of cancer, but you're less likely to get cancer than you are to like get into trouble because of the effects of it. It's like blue coat, if you were to use on chickens, it may cause a little bit of cancer, but it's not that bad. It's like, it's a really small risk. So if you're using it, you can keep using it. Just, I don't know, like it's probably not harmful for you to use, but the government just banned it because they were trying to be like proactive and trying to like make things healthier. I'm not really sure how effective it is, but oh well. Penguin, you're way too old to say only in Ohio. I don't know. I think that's like that sort of Gen Alpha, or is that Gen Alpha? Yeah, Gen Alpha slang is a little bit too low. What? Somebody say cannibalism. Blue against cannibalism, yes. But yeah, the cannibalism, like chickens, they usually don't cannibalize unless they get habituated to it, or they're really stressed, or they're really hungry. And my chickens, they thankfully don't cannibalize. They don't actually bite at each other's flesh, but they do eat the feathers, which is not good. But I don't know, like I can't really help it. But at least they're not attacking each other for like trying to eat each other, which is good. La Chica, your first rooster passed away, and you had to get another one. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, it's always good. Roosters, you don't need a rooster in a flock unless you're breeding your chickens, but it can be nice to get a rooster just to make sure, to like keep your chickens happy, because like roosters can keep your chickens quite happy and can also stop them from fighting each other. Here, let me see, I just need to open up YouTube on my phone and try to see if I can gift memberships to myself yet. Oh, no, I'm not logged in. Log in, does it have Face ID? Oh yes, thank goodness it does. There you go. Now I can log in, I can try to see if I have the, what the heck? No, skip. I just want to look at YouTube so I can look at my own stream. Ugh, terrible, terrible, terrible. Let me just see here. Yeah, right there. I got to turn the volume off on this. Let me see. Can I gift memberships on my stream? I don't know. Oh wait, no, I need to request it. Oh dear, this is a pain. I just gotta I just gotta see if I can get memberships on my phone. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Got it up. No, it keeps switching to mobile YouTube. I need a desktop YouTube. I need a desktop YouTube. I don't know how to get desktop YouTube on. I'm using Safari. Well, yeah, I guess I will have to. Well, that's annoying. Let me try to see if I can get. Oh wait, request desktop site. Give me the desktop version. There. No. Oh wait. Oh wait. I think I got desktop. There we go. I've got it on the desktop. I can gift. Where's the memberships? No. This is. Oh my goodness. This is such a pain. Okay, I think I have to do this somehow else. Oh wait, no, right there. Click. Memberships. Do I have them? No. Dang it. Oh my goodness, this is such a pain. Membership gifting. Do I have free? Yay, I have the free 10 gifted memberships. Yippee, everybody. I'm going to I'm going to send 5. Let's see. Perfect. Memberships. I've sent out 5 gift memberships. Let's see. Are these going to people who have ever spoken in chat before? Because I used to pay to gift out memberships, and then I gave up because they went to people I've never seen before. Let's see. Arabs, Virginia Plays, C. Stewart, Ashley, and Jaden. Yep, I've never heard of any of those people. Let me do it one more time. Gifting. Yeah, I have 5 free gifted memberships from YouTube. Send. I'm not expecting it to be like anyone in chat. I just at least hope it's somebody who's spoken before. Let's see. Mason Maldonis, McGill Waterfist, Callie Chickens, Yotem Cohen, and Cass. Again, I have not heard of any of those people before. So and I only have one hand. Round of applause to those people. But yeah, that's yeah, I kind of wish it would have gone to like somebody I'd seen before. But oh well, that. You know, it is what it is. Wow, that was disappointing. Dear. I really wish you could select to gift membership to people who are in like the stream, who are actually like watching or chatting or anything like that. But oh well, it is what it is. But yes, congratulations to the people who won, if anyone does watch. Lachika, you say, you shot the Vulcan? I have no clue what that means. Vixen, you feel that you were ready to John Wick all the hawks in your area after the chicks disappeared without trace? Oh yeah, I don't know, the hawks were awful. I was ready to like take care of when we had the ravens attacking my flock. I was ready to like do something to get rid of them, but I never ended up doing that because I live too close to other people's houses to fire a rifle, and also I don't like have to. And it's the thing is like if you don't have to do it, you might as well not, you know. Whoa, I'm down to 1 person watching the stream. The number says 1, so shout out to the 1 person who's still here. Dear. Why is it only 1 person? I think my stream might be dead. I've been going too long. And that's the problem with streams, is you gotta, if I wanted to have a stream that'd be successful, I'd only stream for an hour at a time. But I'm enjoying, I'm chatting, and then every time I want to leave, somebody else joins in who's one of the regulars. So I want to chat a little bit just for them, so they can not feel let down. What else is being said? Oh, shoot. Okay, I closed out the stream. I'm back again. Hello. It would have probably froze for you for a second there. That was just me closing out. I am still here. Okay. Let's see. So it's, we still have the MP player here. CC and US, Penguin, Josh Bender, Vixen, Nectal. So yeah, so everyone seems to be, so we still have a bunch of people here. Why is it only 1 to 3 people when I have like 8 people watching? Very strange. There's definitely more than 1 people, because yeah, it says 3 now, but I don't know. That's all right. I think I've been here long enough. I need to deliver eggs in about an hour and a half. And I was also wanting to use the chainsaw and cut down some trees in my lagoon before I had to shower, because I need to shower after being out here with the chickens. These things are disgusting. They're cute, but they're very smelly, so I'm gonna go do some other work. So yeah, so thank you all so much for watching now. It's been great to have you here. I've been streaming for 150 minutes, so some of you have been watching for a long time. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great day. Goodbye, memes, Amphias, MP Player, Lashika, Necktail, CC and US, Penguin, Damage Vixen, who else here? Josh Bender, I already wrote Penguin. Yeah, if you've been watching so far and enjoying it, please do subscribe, as I do these streams every now and then. Okay, goodbye. Have a good one.